subscribe and share. See you on the Jerry Show. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Tuning in, the screen lights up. Real talk, no filters, no fuss. Make us meet on a digital stage. Projects born where passions rage. Jerry hosts the wildest ride. Creativity you can't hide. Talking shop on a Saturday noon. Idea shared, gonna blow up soon. Live on YouTube, live on Twitch. 3DHP's got the edge to bring our minds together here. In this space we persevere. Machines hum, ideas pop.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to 3DHP. My name is Jerry. You're watching The Jerry Show. We're live on Twitch and YouTube, and we don't have any makers in the back room. Matt had a birthday yesterday. He's out and about with his family. Kenny's not here at the moment. Not sure why. But, yeah, what's going on? I just gave you a cracker, and you're all dirty. You're supposed to shake, shake, shake before you come in the house, big dog. So I hope everybody's having a great day. Yeah, it's been a busy week. I've been working on my CNC out in the garage. I took my prober, which is about yay big. I'll show you a picture, and I supersized it, and I made it like, I don't know, 65 inches. I made a 65-inch table and supersized it, so I got that going on. Anyway, you're changing hours tonight, hand pinky waving. Hello, everybody. Hello, Big Bad Joe. Tim Talon, hello. Stop. Sergio, how you doing? Stop it. Here, have another cracker. Show you some pictures I got here. Trevor sent me some more pictures also. Mr. Diesel, hello. How you doing today? Let me share my screen here. Let's see. Share. Just a minute. Yeah, every week I share stuff for Trevor online, his link, so people can buy from his store. And I needed the new picture for the link, so he sent me some new stuff. He took these this morning at his store. See which way we're going here. And that's down in Florida. Yeah, I've got one picture of my CNC. I got the video out. I shared a picture on Sane Smart on my Facebook group and my Facebook page. And I'll show you a picture of it here in a minute. I think a lot of FL Suns lined up there down the middle. There's his workhorses. And there's a table I got built. I took the table that was there. I reused the existing legs. That's why the 2x4s are darker in color. Went and bought some more lumber, and yeah, I got it all put together. I had to do a little bit of tramming on it this morning. So I went to surface it, and it had a little bit of like a speed bump, I'll say, where tramming needed to be done on it. So I got that adjusted, and I just got to resurface the whole wasteboard. I have to get let's see, the hose works, but a few things I got to change. So I brought the hose down. It's not nearly as high. So when I come to the front left corner, it doesn't pull tight on the hose. And let's see, last week on 3D printing, stream Dave and Terry, I won a roll of filament, which I haven't won filament in a long time. It's Jesse from Printed Solid, and I think it's called Blue Whale or something. Let me get my glasses on. Yeah, Blue Whale Gray. It's kind of hard to see it, but it's kind of a bluish, grayish color. It's really cool looking. And that's from Printed Solid, so I'll have to do something good with that. And like I say, just working on the CNC. I haven't went back working on the Sovol yet, but I did find a turtle, and I should have used this turtle in all my box turtle videos, and I never did because I forgot I had this. But it's like a Terry Fader puppet. My sister got this for me somewhere, but it's pretty cool. So that'll be an upcoming video. Anyway, yeah, I worked on a mainline clipper, putting it on the Sovol for a while. Almost 2 weeks I spent working on it. I couldn't get it to install. It wouldn't flash. I gave up on it for a while. I worked on the CNC in the garage for a week. I've been out there working on that, building the table, getting it all set up, doing a couple videos on it, which are on my YouTube channel. And now I need to go back and work on the Sovol, which is behind me below the Joker right there, the Sovol SVO8. I need to get mainline clipper installed. I'm going to 3D PO, I think is his channels. The man, he's an older guy like me, white beard. I'm going to watch how he does, and I'll try his way and see if I can get it to flash so that I get the box turtle going. So, and box turtle is right here, sitting right there. Maker My Nexus, hello, how you doing today? Jeff B. Turtle's name is Boxy. Oh, is that what he's called? You talking about this turtle? All right. Yeah, pretty cool puppet. My sister and her husband go to Goodwill almost daily, and they find really cool stuff there all the time. And I think that's where this came from. She had got me a bunch of stuffed animals. I'm about to get raided? Wow, I just started, and there's going to be a raid coming in? Anyway, yeah, that'll be cool. But I don't have any guests. I need some more guests here. Let me share out the link and see if anybody wants to drop in. Yeah, I had no idea. Yeah, I never looked it up. Yeah, Boxy would be a good name for him, though. Box Turtle, Boxy. Oh, you got allergy issues? Sorry to hear that. My wife has a lot of allergy problems. Takes different pills for it. Anyway, yeah, not much going on in the hobby room here. I need to clean up a lot of stuff, throw away a bunch of stuff, straighten up, try to reorganize the garage to make more room since I got that great big giant CNC out there now. It's kind of congested, so I need to. My toolbox only has. I want to move the big red toolbox to the left of it, but it's got straight wheels on one end and crazy wheels on the other, and obviously it's weighted down with hundreds of pounds of tools. So I've got to kind of move everything and pull it out and around and maneuver it, and that'll be just a big pain in the butt. DLD Designs, hello, how you doing today? There's a link if any of my maker friends like to drop in and chit chat. You're welcome to come in, self-promote anything you're working on that's hobby related. And the pin post on Twitch and YouTube will be doing a filament giveaway later on in the stream. It'll be a roll of Polymaker. It'll be basically a $35 gift card towards any of their products. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a maker coming in. We've got Andrew. Hello, Andrew.
How's it going?
Pretty good, sir. How you doing?
Good, good. I was watching your stream in the week, during the week, with your new table.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I seen your comment. I seen your comment. Thank you.
I'd be interested to watch you because I've got wanted to get into that, but I haven't done that so far. So it'll be cool to watch what you're doing. I'd like to get into something with lighter metal, to do lighter metals and stuff.
Yeah, smaller rigid CNC would work for aluminum. I don't know about steel, but with aluminum, I've got a lot of CNC videos from the past that I posted. I don't have anything. I'm working with metal though on aluminum.
Should go back and take a look at
Hello, Kenneth.
that stuff.
Yes, it's a slow day. Matt's celebrating his birthday. Kenny didn't come in. Usually it's us three getting things going, so I'm at a slow start here. Got 25 people watching, 3 of which are on Twitch. So what's new with you? What have you been working on?
I just did a parody of our new prime minister, a bobblehead. So I just finished him. So it's kind of a funny little.
Oh, nice.
Darth Larney. His name is Mark Carney.
Let me move you over here on this side so I can see it better.
There we go. So yeah, it should be kind of cool.
Looks good.
So they're really into carbon taxes, so I put them on my dash, and every time I fill up my truck, I give them a slap.
Mm-hmm.
So you do more resin printing, right?
I used to do a lot of resin printing, but my shelf behind me, I've just got so much stuff. I see stuff every week that I want to print, and I have resin. It's like, you know what? I don't have room. I just, for too many years, it's like, oh man, that looks so cool. I got to print it. And then I print it and it goes on. I do a video or something or post pictures. It goes on the shelf. And then I repeat, constantly rinse, repeat. So I'm trying to slow down. I'm down to 1 resin printer right now. I sold my big resin printer that I had. I got my GK2. I still really like it. It's a mid-sized resin printer. Works great. Wanted to review the GK3, but they didn't want me to review it, I guess, so that never happened. So that's fine. GK3, some people have had a lot of issues with the printer. Not everyone, but Matt Farmer's had good luck with it, and Jamie has had good luck with it, but a lot of people have had issues.
It's one thing I haven't done is the resin, which I should try to do.
Yeah, if you got somewhere to set it up, just having a well-ventilated area, wear gloves, safety glasses, not a big deal.
Sure.
So if
you vented yours outside or outside?
No, it's just open air. Yeah, I can smell it when I'm resin printing barely. I can vaguely tell that I'm resin printing. Most resins don't give off much of an odor. I'm not saying it's not toxic and not bad for you, but I don't really notice it. So my house is well ventilated, so I usually don't worry about it.
I think mine is too. Mine's 180 years old, so I'm sure it's well ventilated.
Yeah, I have so many things. I'm looking at the comments. Mr. Diesel said, yeah, I still want to paint stuff. I still got the Crow, the scene from the Crow for my son. It's supposed to be for Christmas. It's still sitting in the other room. I never finished painting it and never gave it to him. I said, I'll give it to you on your birthday. And I didn't do that. And then I said, oh, it'll be a Christmas present. And I still never got it done. I procrastinate. I get starting different projects. And then it's like right now, the Sobel, I couldn't get Main Line Clipper on. I worked on it for a week. I kind of dumped it for a little bit. And now I'm out working on the CNC that came in the mail because the company sent me all the upgraded parts. So there I owe them content. So I need to get the first couple videos out. And I got to go back and work on the Sobel. And then I need to work on the box turtle. And then, it's just nuts. There's not enough days in a week. And I'm retired. So I have all this time. And it just doesn't seem, I have trouble with it. T. Morris, 714. Hello.
Less time than when you were working.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like people that work get more done than I do being retired. And that new bamboo printer they came out with, I don't know what to make of that. Now, personally, at first I didn't like all the bells and whistles, but if you're a person that lives in an apartment and you might want to do little stuff with a laser or little cutouts and print stuff, and it's all in one, that might be for you. But for most of the world, like me, I don't need it. I don't want it. I want a large laser. I want something bigger, larger. I like big things, not little things. But it might be good for some people under some circumstances.
For sure.
So,
yeah, I think I'd rather have the single dedicated machines, I think. Because you'll end up doing something with one and want to maybe do some vinyl cutting and you're busy doing stuff. But
yeah,
for sure.
So, but yeah, it's a lot of money. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes. A lot of people review a lot of review videos out there. I think it's Clog 82 or something like that. I forget the exact name, but Clog. He done a really good review on it. He went into really good detail on it, but he's had it for a while, and I can't quite think of his channel name, but something like that. Then I know a lot of people, maker friends of mine that have had them that are reviewing them.
Yeah, they could be pretty good size too, really. What's the bed size in that? Do you remember? Or it's pretty.
It's rectangular. It's not square. I don't remember exactly.
It's in the 300. 300.
Sobol just came out with another small printer. It's a little Core XY printer. It's supposed to be lightning fast. Haven't watched yet. Clot 942. There you go. Yeah, guys. Yeah, he done a really extensive, really good video on it. Excellent video. Raid coming in. Welcome, Raiders. I didn't have it up on YouTube, but thank you very much for the raid. It's nice seeing all you guys. Really appreciate it. My name is Jerry at 3DHP, and I live stream every Saturday on YouTube and Twitch. We normally have up to 10 to 12 makers on screen, and we talk about 3D printing, lasers, resin, CNCs, painting, cookies, a little bit of anything and everything. And I stream for about 3 to 4 hours every Saturday. Thank you very much, Raiders. I really appreciate you guys coming in. And please give me a subscribe, follow, like, all that good stuff. If you're new to my channel and you're on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, you got to wait 5 minutes before you can comment. The reason I have it set that way is a long time ago, the porn bots would hit everybody's channel on YouTube with all kinds of crazy stuff. So I set it to subscriber mode for 5 minutes. So I may not see some of your comments for 5 minutes, but I appreciate the subscribe, the follow if you're on Twitch, and have an awesome day. And if I know you or you're a maker, you're welcome to come in on camera. We can chit chat about things. You're welcome to come in and self-promote, and we'll be giving away a roll of Polymaker filament later. There's a pin post on YouTube and Twitch you can fill out. Must be present to win. Dog, leave me alone. I don't have any bones here. Here, I have another cracker with salt on it. It's going to get you. You're going to have high blood pressure. Go away. I don't know. The notification, everybody should have seen the notification. I don't know what happened.
What kind of dog do you have, Jerry?
I've got two. The black one, which is currently dirty, she is a black Jack, part Jack Russell, part black Labrador. And the other one is tan and white, named Sandy. And I'm not sure what she is. She might be part pit bull. I'm not really sure. Really good dog.
Cool.
So, real mellow. No, I'm not a legend. Just been doing it for a long time. So I'm just a maker like everybody else. I've done hundreds of resin prints, hundreds of FDM prints, and I dabble in many different hobbies. So I live here in Las Vegas. Used to be a construction worker for many years. Kill a print. What's going on? Let me share out the link again. Okay, here's the link in chat. You guys are welcome to drop in. Maker My Nexus. Yep, there's a link right there. Yeah, I can be a nice guy or I can be an ass. It just depends on the situation. So, I'm kind of a PG channel. I don't know. I'm a very sarcastic person, put it that way. I just try to, tone it down on online.
I got a little like that after 60.
Yeah, I've been that way my whole life. But yeah, in June I'll be 61. Time's flying. Like, where's it all going?
Yeah, kidding.
And I'm still off vaping. See this? Here's my toothpick.
There you go. Yeah.
It's been like 3 weeks, no vaping, no smoking. Well, I haven't smoked in years, but I haven't vaped. Everything went in the garbage. I get a toothpick. I wake up in the morning, I'm reaching around, I get the phone, see what time it is, put a toothpick in my mouth. Good to go for the day.
Do you feel a difference in your lungs?
No.
No?
No, I don't think vaping really bothered me. It used to be the cigarettes.
My nephew went to that and he said it's better than smoking. So
Yeah, well, I mean, it's still a chemical, but it's better than smoking. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan with Make Your Mind Nexus. Hello, Dan.
Hey, guys.
How goes it?
Oh, another day. Just hanging out.
Wow, you got it all cleaned up behind you. I don't see printers everywhere.
Yeah, kind of.
Floor.
There's still stuff on this side sitting around. I gotta continue to clean, but you know.
Now I irritate my wife. She goes, "You look like a hick." I said, "What do you mean? You got that toothpick in your mouth?" I said, "Well, would you rather I go buy a pack of cigarettes or start vaping again?" No. I said, "Well, then shut up. Toothpick's better than nothing." So,
yeah.
Right? Could be a lot worse things, right?
Yes. So what's everybody been up to?
Oh, not a lot. Working on the CNC out in the garage. And now I got to try to get mainline clipper. Okay, I haven't worked on the Sobol in 2 weeks. Mainline clipper, I tried for over a week to get it on there. It got to the point where it said it was going to flash, and then it just sat there and hung up. So I have to flash the board, and I got to flash the tool head. So I'm going to go with C3PO or, excuse me, not C3PO. 3DPO, I think that's his channel name. He went through the whole the whole ordeal, and I'm going to try his way and see if I can get it to flash. Try to redo everything.
There you go.
But right now it's a boat anchor, so it won't. Anyway.
Yeah, like I said, I without having it and being able to go through the steps myself to see what I need to do. I'm a very visual learner, so
yeah.
It's hard for me to help when I don't have the unit to be able to kind of follow along and help you out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a couple more makers popping in here. Hey, how you doing?
Mellow.
And we got Killer Prince.
What's up, guys?
Mail and maker, is that right? I can't hear you. You'll get it. Down next to mute button, there's a little arrow down below. Somewhere there, you pick your audio, and then you can pick 1080p when you come in.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just here for Dan.
Hey, Killer Prince, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Jerry?
My emotional support human.
Yes, sir.
Good.
We'll try that.
There you go. Now we got you. Is it Mailamaker?
Malamaker. Yeah.
Malamaker. Well, welcome. Nice meeting you.
Yep.
And Killer Prince, you're working on another rat rig, right?
Yes, sir. Doing streaming tomorrow. So we're doing a couple of sections at a time. Last week we got done with the entire frame. Pretty long stream, about 6 hours. Tomorrow we're going to do Z-axis, probably Y-axis, and if we can, we'll get the gantry in.
Nice.
Yep.
Hopefully my ADHD lets me focus long enough to actually jump in and hang out for a little while, watch your stream. Because
bro, I love it, man. Any help I could get. Actually, the frame is here behind me on the table. I had to clear off the workbench a little bit. We're working on another project to my left here.
That camera should clear up there. We can see what you got going on.
Oh yeah, so this is the rat rig frame that we were building. This
Right.
came in today. This is a another box turtle, so I decided to try out the Triangle Lab kit.
Nice.
So we'll see how that looks. And then I'll share this with you guys first time too. I was going to share this on my own channel, but I'll do it here instead. Let's see. Let's take you to this guy. It's not wanting to change cameras for me.
Or you can
Anyway,
share the
we'll get
screen.
it eventually.
You can share a screen if you want, and I can pull it in.
Yeah, I think it just wants me to do one at a time.
Huh.
which is weird. Anyway, what if I do that, and then let's see if we can swap. No? Huh. Strange.
Yeah, check your internet, your connection down below. Make sure you guys got 1080p selected. Polymaker, so where do you live at and what do you do?
So I'm in Central Illinois. I by day I actually work for Lightburn.
Oh, nice.
I do all their testing, and then I have 3D print farm. So
Nice. Lightburn rules. It is the best software on the planet. Congrats for working for an awesome company, man.
oh, it's great. It's awesome. I ditched the corporate world a year ago, and it has been nothing but fun working for them.
Yeah.
So
Mallow, I believe you're. Oh, go ahead, Jerry.
I just went to the APA Expo here in Vegas, and Lightburn had a little booth set up, a little bitty CNC running, and I got a tag for my fiber laser to hang off the lens from him. It says Lightburn on it. That really that's the greatest part of the whole show was getting that little tag that said Lightburn on it. I really love Lightburn.
yeah, I say we're close to releasing CNC cam software too, called MillMage, which you probably heard of at the show. So it's awesome. That's actually part of the reasons why I got my gig at Lightburn was I got a hold of it in an alpha stage and used it and pretty much told them everything they needed to fix it. So it's a good way to get a gig.
Yes.
Hey, Red Light, how you doing? You go through
Mallow.
these.
I was going to say, Mallow, I think you're like an hour and 20 minutes south of me if you're down near where the Chiefs play. We'll just leave it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm about 20 minutes west of Starve Rock.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're maybe you're probably an hour and like 20 minutes because I'm south of Peoria. So
okay, because I was gonna say if you go south of 80 and west of 39, I'm in that little kind of area right in that little corner.
All right. Yeah, you're not too far away from me. I got tossed over here from Lee Marie 3D's stream.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah, and Jeremy, I've been connecting up with Jeremy a whole bunch, and I mean he's only like 3.5 hours away from me. So
cool.
Yeah, about the same. I'm a little farther north. You're a little farther south, and if we kind of
we merge, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much go to Indianapolis and go on the other side, and we're there. So
yep.
How many printers do you have in your print farm?
26.
Wow.
It looks like 26.
Yeah, it's I have a shelf that is not right here where my hand is yet. It's going up today. I've got 6 P1Ss. I have 4 A1s, which I'm going to be swapping out with P1Ss here probably in the next few months. I've got 8 Creality K1 Maxes and 10 K1s.
Right. I'll come right back to you. I want to go big on Killer Print here. He's got the new bamboo running. What do you think of it, man, overall?
This is literally the first print on the machine. Yeah. So my wife was like, hey, you got that fancy thing. Can you print me something? So she needed a box for, I don't know, some kind of weird thing in her craft room over there. So she asked me to make this. So I ginned up something quick in Fusion, and that's the first print. I tried to print like a scoop for laundry. It didn't stick very well. So I think there was a weird overhang.
Yeah.
And so this came loose, and that's the remaining support there. But so far, it's been nice, dude. Okay. It's a lot brighter than the normal stuff.
Yeah.
And I haven't printed ABS on there yet, but I want to because the chamber heater kind of in the back there, I'm looking to use that. I had to add one to my bamboo. But this one comes with it. So I'm looking forward to that.
I don't understand why the bed is rectangular, not square, but
because of the tool heads, it is square individually. So on the here, once it's
Oh,
finished, I'll
they
bring that.
can't, they can't go over far enough one way or another, so it's gonna have to be
Correct.
rectangular. Okay.
Correct. So it's doing 320 by 320 on either side.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, and it makes noise when it finishes.
Oh yeah, well that's definitely worth a couple $100 there just for making noise.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So they kept
Yes.
with it off the
Nice.
A1 and A1 Mini, that little alert noise when it's done.
That's what it. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. But I mean, it looks pretty good. And this is with the high flow nozzles on it.
Camera should
Come
focus
on.
in on.
There we go. Yeah, so you're seeing like a layer sheen that's different because we went from a low spot to a high spot, but the stacking is perfect.
Oh. Looks good.
Yeah. So far, so good, man.
Yeah, I don't really understand why they have a cutter and a laser, but yeah, whatever. Maybe, like I say, for some people, it might be a good thing if they live in an apartment or they want something small and all in one. Maybe it'll work out, but for most people, I don't really think they'd want it. I wouldn't
I'd
want
much
it.
rather have separate machines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have a laser over here. The wife has a Cricut over there.
Yeah.
Out here are all 3D printers. There's no need for it. It's kind of a dumb idea in my opinion.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
Yeah.
I was going to say like you said, Jerry, if somebody has a small space, I can see the kind of understand
The niche.
yeah,
like a chocolate printer.
yeah, but for anybody who has some space and wants a machine, they don't want to have to wait for one thing to complete to start another. Like I'm printing something now, it's going to take 24 hours, but I want to just cut this real quick. It's going to take me 2 minutes, and I have to wait a day to to cut something because my cutter is currently preoccupied 3D printing something. So,
yeah.
I mean, in a tight space where you're limited, I get it. But for your average user who's got, a garage, a basement, a spare bedroom, whatever, and has space for multiple machines, get multiple machines.
Yeah, and then a scanner has to be freehand, I think, because most people want to do larger objects.
Yeah.
Or depending where they're located, you can take it with you where, nobody wants to scan anything like the side of a Pepsi can, a Coke can, excuse me. Would never drink Pepsi, but anyway. Oh, and haven't had any monsters in 3 weeks either.
I mean, anytime you have an all-in-one machine too, like what you have there's more things to go wrong, and it gets a lot more complex the more things you have that can go wrong. It's a cool idea, but I mean,
No, it's not. It's a
working.
dumb idea. You're being nice.
It's a gimmicky idea, is what it
Yeah.
is.
Right machine for the right job.
Yeah.
I don't know if they know who it's for.
Probably not.
I want to see the content creator that got one sent to him for free for reviewing and testing, and he goes, "This is stupid. Why'd they do this? Yes, I got it free, but it's a stupid idea." I want to see that video.
You won't find them.
I
They
know.
don't.
I didn't get one for free, but I'll say it.
They don't like Bamboo. Does not like negative press at all.
Yeah.
No. And if you've ever criticized them on any social medias, there's a good chance that you'll never see a review unit.
Yeah.
I mean, I never criticized them heavily, and when I reached out to them, I was always told, you're too small. Fine, I get it, I'm too small. But after a while, you look at it and you realize they're good at what they do, but they're trying to be the best at everything. And for everyone who's ever failed creating an all-in-one machine, they want to say, we did it and we did it the best. And I'm sorry, not sorry,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I kind of feel the same way. Like, I like my Bamboo machines. I've had an X1 since the Kickstarter days, and that thing is 3 years old. It's got 5,000 hours on it. So I've used the hell out of it, and it's been great. Really had no issues as long as you maintain it, right? And so I will endorse their product as being pretty damn good, but there are a lot of things that are pretty damn good. Having an all-in-one thing, that's a stupid idea. Like if I want to go from a laser to a 3D printer, I have to clean that whole machine before I can even do the swap.
Oh, yeah.
And who knows how long that takes?
Yeah.
Yep.
It doesn't make sense. And I think a lot of people have said that, but they're being nice about it, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, it's keeping the sponsors happy. Sometimes you have to find ways to dance around what you want to say.
Yeah.
Thankfully,
And I
they're
get
not
it,
a
right? Like,
sponsor.
I
Yeah.
don't hate anybody for making money. Do your thing. If
No,
that's your business, I don't hate you, right? But as consumers, we have to be able to read between the lines and make our own decisions based on smart choices. And I
Yeah.
think we all kind of know that's not really a smart choice to mix crossing the streams. We learned about that in Ghostbusters. It doesn't work out.
No. You look at some of the photos that were pushed out to social media within 24 hours of that thing hitting the market, and you see all the soot from somebody using a laser, and it's all over inside the machine, and you're like, you're going to print with that next. There's a lot of cleanup every time you use that laser in between, and if you're not using it as a dedicated laser, and even using it as a dedicated laser, you're still going to have to clean that after every use because of the amount of soot, because it's not ventilating properly.
Yeah, well, those are Bamboo's own photos that you saw. Like, that's in their wiki that says after 40 hours, this is what you can expect. That's like 2 prints.
Yeah. I just, again, to say you're the best at making everything just for the sake of saying you're the best at making everything, sometimes you need to stop and go, we don't need to be the best at this because this isn't something that everyone wants. This is something that a small group of people want, and that's because they have a small space to put it in, and they're willing to wait. And a lot of us anymore, like I said, it's you get a spare bedroom in your house, a section in the basement. Like me, you build out a space in your garage. You can make do with a smaller laser if you need to. You can do with a smaller printer if you need to. You don't need to get an all-in-one unit that takes up a little less space because it's all-in-one, and still have that wait time is what really gets me. Because like I said, you start a 24-hour print and you want to cut something real quick on the laser, or you want to etch something, you want to get your little marker out and draw up some cards or something, and you now have to wait for your print to finish, or the other way around.
I've got a Cheaty iFast behind me in the middle. When they first came out, they were $2,500. They have dual heads. They got a high temp head, then you're a standard head. So it'll go to one side of the carriage. It'll bump and switch nozzles up or down. And I only use it for single nozzles. I never have ran 2 kinds of filament. I don't need that. So, if you run one nozzle at a time.
Yeah, so I think for this one, let me switch back to that. I plan to use this one for PETG supports, so that I get a cleaner surface. So the left one it just goes up and down. This one is static. So this is the one you're going to use most of the time. This is the one tied to the AMS. And so it'll pull down whatever you have in the AMS. And then this one can be PETG. So it'll lower down, do that layer, and then retract and go back to where you were.
And that's not a bad
purge.
That's not a bad approach, doing that secondary nozzle as support only, because supports do not have to be precise.
Yeah.
So it's you're good there.
Yeah. So that's why I got it. And then the AMS2 is pretty nice. So if they did the AMS1 correctly, it would be the AMS2.
Do either one of you guys have a Sobel SV08?
I do not. I have actual Vorons.
Okay. Well, I got a Sobel. I didn't build an actual Voron. But
There's one back here, actually.
I did build a Hypercube a long time ago. 400 by 400 by 500. It's in the front room. So.
Yeah, Jerry. So I built one of those as well. And then, as it got outdated or whatnot, I linked up with Booty, and he created a mod where you could turn that Hypercube into a 30-30 frame V2. And so that's what I did with my Hypercube.
We got some makers in the back room coming in. I'm not sure who they are at the moment. Hey, guys.
How you doing?
Well, I'm trying to. I'll get you behind my camera.
Hey.
Let me move you so I can see you better. Maker Mindset and Skull Army. What is going on?
Yep, it's the father and son 3D printing team.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
I got my camera right in front of my monitor, so right now it's kind of like in between me and Andrew down on the bottom there. So I had to look around it to see who I had coming in. Well, welcome in. What do you guys do? Tell us who you are. Tell everybody.
Well, we just print and do things and spend time together.
Nice.
So,
This is one of the things I 3D printed.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Nice.
Very nice.
he's already starting to work
that-
on his Halloween costume.
Is that wearable?
It is.
Yeah.
Is it wearable?
Where are you guys from?
Don't open your mouth. From Maine.
Maine? Oh, nice.
Yep. Yeah, he wanted to join, so I figured I'd give it a shot.
I
Heck
appreciate
yeah,
it.
man. So which one of you is Maker Mindset? Which one is Skull Army?
I'm Maker Mindset. He's obviously Skull Army.
Got it. No, that's cool.
Yeah, I've been doing these hangouts for, I don't know, 3 to 4 years now, every Saturday on Twitch and YouTube, and we have all kinds of different makers come on.
There you go. Look at that.
Make it big there.
Sick.
You like that?
That's
It's a
cool.
Superman zombie.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
It's in like a dual color, so it changes.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm from Vegas. I print too much stuff, and I haven't printed. I resin print and FDM print and do a little CNC work. I got a fiber laser, RF CO2 gantry laser, and then a big diode from Rolly.
Yeah, we've
Right
printed for a while. He's just getting into it. And I have a plasma cutter out in the garage as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've never got a plasma cutting.
Yeah, we got the plasma the plasma CNC, so we can cut out metal signs.
Very nice. You do that for a living, or is that just a hobby?
Just hobby, spending time together.
Okay. Leave me alone. I just gave you a cracker. No.
Yeah, Jerry, I was gonna say when Maker Mindset started popping into streams and chats and stuff, threw me off with the name because I'm like Maker Mind Nexus and Maker Mindset. So I was like, there's another one.
Yeah, like Richard with the first layer, then they got the last layer, the next layer. So anyway.
Stacking layers.
So what's everybody working on?
A 9.5 foot tall replica statue.
Why not 10
okay.
feet?
I'm
joking. You don't have to answer.
Yeah, no, I will answer though. The ceiling is 10 foot where it's going to be used first. So I was hit up by St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, their fundraising arm, and they have the patron saint, St. Jude. When you walk into the hospital, I am making a mobile replica of that for them.
That's
Nice.
cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. 81 pieces.
I'll just leave
sliced it all
that
up in Luban.
And the box turtle, I just put out like 3 or 4 videos. I got it sitting right behind me right here. My Sobel SV08, my imitation Voron, I want to put mainline clipper on. I worked on it for over a week. It should have been like a 2-hour job, and I still don't have it flashed. I got to the point where it's going to flash everything, and then it just locked up on my screen. And I didn't lock up, just nothing happened. Because I got to flash the tool out of the board, so I got to go back through the whole process.
Yeah, we've
Jerry,
been watching you build it.
Have
Okay.
you seen that they released the Zero version? The Sobol
No, I
Zero? Yeah, so they
Yeah.
made a V0 version of it now.
Yes, I am. I'm hoping one day Sovel knows who I am and one
Oh.
of those gorgeous
Oh,
little
yeah,
things
the
comes my
new
way.
Sobel. I thought you were talking about box turtle. Yeah, I've seen
Oh,
that.
no.
I haven't watched
Yeah.
any videos on it. It's supposed to be some lightning fast, and I don't know, whatever.
I mean, it is, right? But it's the
You need
V0.
quality. You need quality, not fast. So
But
Everybody
quality
can-
doesn't sell printers.
everybody comes out with a new printer every month, something new, and then about every 6 months or a year, everybody's got to buy the newest thing. And at the end of the day, it still does the same bench you did 3 years ago, and it still looks exactly the same. It's just a different machine that's with more bells and whistles, or
Yeah.
polished, I guess.
So I'm curious, Maker Mindset Skull Army, you guys look like you're using a K1 back there. Is that your only machine, or do you have something else?
This is a K2 Plus, and
Or
I have
K2,
an
I'm sorry. Nice.
And
dude.
he's got a Elegoo Centauri carbon that he just saved up by selling prints at school so that he could buy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got one over here. I love mine.
Yeah, he the other day, Killer, he was on one of my streams and he was talking about he's talking about he's using Dad's printer and he wants to get his own, and it was one of the ones I'd brought up, and I told him, I said, if you're hustling in school, just make sure you're doing it right, get the money, and if you're looking for printers, I threw a couple at him, and next thing I know, the next stream he pops in and he's like, hey, I ordered this Centauri Carbon. I'm like, yes.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's a great printer for $299.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go
I've
wrong
been using
for the
the
price.
hell out of mine. Yeah, I've been using the hell out of mine printing ABS.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm excited for, because I can't say who, but there's a company sending me one to check out, and I can't wait.
You want to show some prints?
Show them off. There you go.
What do you
Yeah,
got?
That's the thing Dan was printing.
Oh,
Fennec
the little
Fox.
Fennec Fox. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I made a lizard. Dad, you want to grab the UV?
That's
I
cool,
got-
dude.
They won't be able to see it in the UV right now, but you can tell them.
I got the UV. And right here, these white lines.
Oh, nice.
That is glow in the dark.
Oh, wow.
Filament.
Yeah, he's using tricolor and he's using glow in the dark.
That's pretty cool.
That glow in the dark's hard on all.
And then that's my glow in the dark that I won from you, Jerry.
So
Cool.
when you're selling at school and you're crushing it out there, making thousands of dollars every day,
That's
what are you selling to your peers?
What?
He's just
I was
selling
saying when you're out-
small.
Yeah, when
He's
you're out
selling
there.
small fidgets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. I love the hustle.
No, he's not making a ton of money per print. He's just selling a lot of tiny ones.
I got you.
I
I'm just teasing a
sell
little
the
bit.
tiny ones for $5 and the bigger ones $10.
Heck yeah, dude. What's your top seller?
Probably either the glow in the dark skeleton dragon I have or the moose, the lazy moose.
Nice.
Good stuff. Do you make any of your own stuff that you print and then sell, or are you just pulling stuff off the internet?
Pulling stuff off the internet.
He just
Okay.
started playing with Fusion and Blender.
Yeah.
Oh,
Heck
good.
yeah, that's a skill set, man. Learn that.
Oh, Andrew.
Yeah. If you have an iPad and an Apple Pencil, Nomad's another really good one. And it's nice because with the pencil, you get more of a realistic sculpting feel to it. Especially if you get like a screen protector that's the like paper-like screen protector. Those are awesome. You get a little drag to it, so you're not like smooth screen racing across and creating some nasty whatever in your sculpt.
That glow in the dark, that was Ziltech filament.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that I won from you.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's nice having people come on when I see you in chat. I don't know who everybody is, and it's really cool when you can come on and say, hi, I'm such and such, and you're welcome. to
Yeah, he's been bugging me because he watches you pretty regular, and he's been bugging me to set this up so he could come in here and say hi.
All right.
That's awesome.
Hello, Tripod. Tripod's Garage is in chat. Yeah, Matt's not here today. His birthday was yesterday. Had stuff he wanted to do, and I guess Kenny's busy doing whatever Kenny's doing. So,
Kenny's doing Kenny things.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to clean up the desk and set up for tomorrow's stream.
You're
That's
going
why
to be
it's
on
gonna
at
be moving
7
so
or
much.
7:30, right?
It'll be 7:15 your time, so split the difference,
Okay.
and then we'll go till I don't know. I get tired.
Yeah. Yeah, most days I don't set my alarm on my phone. I just get up when I get up. I either get up at 5:30 or I get up at 8 o'clock. You never know, unless I
That's
got
late.
somewhere to be. So, yeah, I'm retired, so it doesn't really matter usually.
Working on it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, when I got close, I got on Amazon. I bought a countdown timer. It counts down backwards. And I looked at that thing almost every day, which is bad to do. And it counts down backwards until the day came. So I retired at 49. I maxed out my unemployment that I could draw. I figured why not get it? So I got laid off. When I got laid off, I maxed it all out, and then I submitted my paperwork and I started getting my pension. And next June, hopefully, praying, I get my Social Security next June when I turn 62. I hope.
Oh, I thought we canceled that.
Yeah, no shit. Sorry. Anyway, yeah. Let's hope not. or I won't be streaming no more. I'll find a different career. So that's
Stream
another
on a different platform to earn money. Yeah.
something different. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, we try to be PG. Sometimes we say things we shouldn't, but we try not to. So.
Yeah. Like they say, Jerry, every PG movie gets one F-bomb. So,
Yeah.
whenever you're ready, every
Well, I don't
PG-13, sorry.
I don't want Maker Mindset to get mad that I said something in front of his son that I shouldn't have, so I try not to.
No, he's heard much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, Maker Mindset, I believe, has the same theory I do, which is the occasional smack in the back of the head when they go, why did I get that? If they don't think they deserve it, it's because you banked up something that they thought they got away with.
And plus, I just got done playing game night with Dan and all them.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on game night last night. I was there for a little while, and some people who play get a little more vulgar than others when that happens. So, yeah.
He's smart enough to know what he can repeat and what he can't repeat, so he's good.
Before I got into 3D printing, I was a gamer, and I was constantly playing games, sitting around working in a gamer. Then I retired and I got into 3D printing, and I quit gaming very often. But it was kind of funny. I'm on YouTube all the time, obviously, and on all socials, and I'm working on stuff. I just realized yesterday on YouTube, when you scroll down, there's all these online games that are sitting there I've never clicked on before. So yesterday I clicked on a couple, and I was using my mouse playing some games. Kind of fun, actually. But
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Dan, your workshop looks a little empty and clean.
Yeah, it's missing some of the printers that I enjoyed and was hoping wouldn't leave, but they left. So it kind of forced my hand to make sure these are working. So, and then, yeah, this is definitely a lot nicer now, having the ability to put my arm up here and not knock a bunch of crap on the floor.
Heck yeah.
So, but however, the floor is looking a little less clean. That's little by little move, like as my ADHD tells me to work on something else, I clean another spot in the garage, and sooner or later it'll be a nice place and look good, and when people come to visit they won't trip and fall over things.
So Dan, when you get done, can you come to
we
mine?
can't see the floor.
So yeah, Killa, whenever you want to cover the expenses for me to come out, buddy, I'm on my way.
Oh man.
I know my wife would love a vacation from me.
Yeah.
Oh, spring is definitely in the air here. I got my office door open. It's a nice cool day, so I got some air coming in, and I can smell somebody burning off the winter lawn waste right now.
Someone's at the front door now.
Yeah, it's windy as anything out here, so I got to keep everything closed. I can hear the garage door behind me just going crazy, rattling. We live in a high wind area, man.
Yeah, well,
like
I know it's
30
coming
knots
my
all the
way
time.
then. Jerry will feel it before I will. So
you're in California, right, Killaprint?
Yes, sir. Out here in the desert, so
Right.
it's windy.
yeah, me and Mallow will get it a couple days from now, a day or two. It'll come through.
Say, we'll trade you some snow for some of that sand.
Definitely.
I'll trade you. I'll trade you for real.
Well,
Yeah,
they're in red light. They're in Maine.
yeah. Part of the
No,
reason why.
Killaprint is in California.
Yeah.
Kind of
So
like
on the dad are in
exact opposite corners. This way. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that's part of the reason why I don't mind the Midwest so much is the reminder of the seasons and the fact that things change. It's nice. It sounds cheesy, but it's true. I mean, granted, Illinois is bipolar. Mallow can agree that we can wake up to winter, and by spring in the early morning, we got summer in the afternoon, and then we've got winter hitting or fall hitting us again by sundown. So
I think like a week and a half ago, it went from 70 to 2 days later, waking up to snow.
yep.
Yeah.
And then you have to live in the Midwest too. So gross.
I wish I had snow once in a while. We'd get no snow, maybe every 10 or 15 years. I'll get an inch on the ground where I live at. That's really rare. So,
Yeah.
We haven't seen a whole bunch of snow over the last couple of years, but it was there. What is it, like between like 10 and 15 years ago? We were getting like foot and a half
Yep.
dumps.
Yeah.
And then you go out on a limb and you buy a snowblower and you hope that it snows so you can use it, type of thing.
Yeah. And then it does a really good job of taking up space in the garage for a few years, and then you get rid of it, and then you realize that was the next year is the year we get a bunch of snow, and you're like, just one more year. If I had waited one more year.
When Liam used to come on, he lives in Michigan. He hasn't been on in a long time, but he said, I asked him if he had to go out and clean his sidewalks and stuff every day. He said he can be fined if he doesn't. He's required to keep the driveway and sidewalks and stuff cleared. I guess there's a law. Never heard of such a thing.
I'll be back.
I think it's all in where you live.
Yeah.
I live in a neighborhood that's got some weird rules, so in a town that's got some weird rules.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, the little town I live in, it's pretty much. I mean, they in the last few years started allowing like golf carts and side by sides and stuff on the roads in town. As long as they've got lights and turn signals, you're good to ride them through town. They don't care. And every now and then you get that one idiot who rode his side by side to the bar to go have a couple of drinks, and 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, he's ripping through town a bit faster than he should be. But usually it's not too bad.
I get a golf cart at least once a day, drives by selling corn and stuff like that. Hispanic guy goes around the neighborhood.
We get some weird rules out here too, like stupid things like you got to wear pants when you're outside, and I don't get it all the time.
Yeah,
we live in the country. Nobody cares what we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the captain coming in.
There he is.
What? Captain Kern.
Who's
this
guy? Who's this guy? Hi guys.
How you doing?
Captain's here.
I'm here. It's an allergy day, so it's been horrible.
So I must make you on the big screen here. Tell people who you are, what you do. You look like a radio DJ.
I'm Captain Kern. I've been going by that name online for 30 some years. Former IT guy and professional gamer.
Nice.
And now I 3D print stuff. And I'm trying to get into building and modding and all that good jazz.
Very cool. Have you ever heard of Elite Dangerous? It's just like a space simulator.
Nope. Haven't heard of it.
It's been around for like 30. It's been around for like 30 years, since the 90s, and now it's all modernized. I play it in VR and.
Hey, Captain, sir.
That's what I print. That's what I play.
What games do you play?
PUBG is my primary game. I'm a PUBG partner still with them. I play. Let's see. I played a lot of New World, PlanetSide 2, a lot of first-person shooter games. I got into Tarkov for a while, escaped from Tarkov, and that wasn't a very good game for me.
And I'm still working my way through Mario 64.
I did that for a long time ago until my hands stopped working. I can't actually use a controller anymore.
Well, pretty soon you won't have to, right? Everything's going to be in VR.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, anyway, in Elite Dangerous, when I'm in VR, which is hard to do because you got voice commands because you can't actually see your keyboard. When you roll up on a planet, you're taking off, you're looking out the window in VR, and it's so amazing. It's so huge. It's like you're there. It's just unbelievable. So.
Yeah, I was an early adopter into the game. If you're into spaceship games, Star Citizen, have you heard of that?
Yes.
Yeah, I
never heard of her.
You really don't want to, honestly. That game was a huge disappointment, and I spent a lot of money on their Kickstarter to help them make it. So,
two more people popping in.
Oh, it's a llama.
Llama, what's going on?
Oh my God, it's a llama.
Tim,
Tim.
Timmy.
Hey guys.
How goes it?
That knife looks really cool, Llama. That you bought the knife and then you made the handle custom.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I gotta ship it off to. It's going down to cameras over there.
There you go.
To the Caribbean islands.
That's nice.
Nice.
That's cool.
So are you
Yeah,
selling
they're
them on your website, or is that just something that you are?
No, they're cheap little kits. They were on sale. They were 50% off last month, like all of them at Woodcraft. They have some actually nice ones. So I bought like a dozen. This was like $7 for the steel. You know, you get the blade in a little case for $7, and then you just slap a handle on it. They're normally like 15 or 20 bucks, but they were all like 30, 50, and 70% off last month. So I bought a buttload of them. I bought like 10 or 12 of them.
Cool.
You know,
Tim,
different styles.
what's going on, buddy? How you doing? What's new?
I've been doing good. Nothing much. Just getting ready for Sunday again, and my goal is to be printing with this Sunday.
Nice.
Just got to do some tweaks with the calibrations now. It's just with calibrations, and it should be printing.
Do you have brackets to keep it from moving around up there?
I actually printed these feet that mount to the side, and then they mount to the side of the frame. So yeah, I'm going to put these on as well.
Yeah, I got to start working on my Sobel SVO8, try to get mainline clipper on it so I can get working on the box turtle. Oh, and anybody that watched me when I did the box turtle, you probably seen the puppet ad earlier. I happened to find this, and I didn't realize they even had it, but box turtle and the turtle puppet kind of go good together. So I should have used this on all the streams. It'll be in a follow-up video whenever I get around to it.
And I don't know why, but I picked this up. The PZ probe for the Revo Voron. Just, it's one of those things. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but what the heck.
You got it because it's cool and it might be useful.
It might be useful, but the thing is, if I put it on one of the two Vorons I got, it's going to replace a beacon probe. and the beacon probe is just fine.
And then you'll just get another machine.
I have one on my switch wire over there. I would prefer the beacon.
Would you?
I think so, yeah. It's faster. It seems to be more accurate. The PZ probe kind of, if you don't tune it right, it can trigger early or trigger late. And it's a little more difficult to set up and keep going for me.
Well, my local guy, he's a buddy of mine that I got this off of. He said, and I may just do this, he put it on his Tri-Zero because there's no room in a Tri-Zero for any other kind of probe. So that's what I may do.
Yeah,
because
you can do that.
The Tri-Zero has a crap.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zany Maker Zach. Hello, Zach.
Hey, wow, there's a lot of new faces here.
Yes.
We're waiting for you, man.
Love having new people join in. That way we don't
here?
our audience.
Old faces. Really old faces.
Old faces.
Yeah.
We can't help it.
Well, you can tell?
Yeah. Well, my wife wanted me to grow a beard, and I keep it short, but it's white, and it makes me look a lot older. But I don't know, it's not bad. It is.
So how everyone doing today?
Real good.
You sound
surviving.
You sound a little bit better than last night, Zach. Probably not too much.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not sound like a raspy
Ladies and
pirate.
gentlemen, Scott with Edge of 3D. Stop barking.
Scott.
What's up, Scott? How you doing?
What's up, Scott?
What was it?
Other day in paradise, and I can't get my frame rate right, so my hologram up there's it's not so much a hologram as it is just annoying.
All right.
I can't get the frame rate on it. Let me see if I can change this.
Oh, almost had it.
That's 60 frames per second. I guess it's a little better there. It needs an odd number. It can't be 30 or 60. It needs an odd number somewhere.
Like 45.
Well, I tried 45. It won't let me do a webcam at 45. So
yeah.
Most live streams are 29.5.
That's a lot of purrs I'm seeing in the background.
All right, Jeff, take care, buddy.
And Mila Maker. Mila?
Yeah.
Mellow.
Malamaker.
Malamaker, yeah. That's a lot of purrs there.
Yeah, I've got 26 in my farm.
Doggone.
Wow. Who else is in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say I have been in the 3D printing world for it's like 11 years now. But I started off making a clone to a Taz 4, Lulzbot Taz 4, and then got an Ender 3 and just decked that thing out, and then started swapping. I had one printer in between that I do not want to mention, because I don't want to hate on.
This is a safe space.
Yeah.
Circle of trust here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't tell anybody.
Yeah, it's
not like we're live.
Yeah. And then due to the issues with that, actually 2 printers that I got from that company, it tossed me into the Creality world, because that was before Bamboo made it to where they like forced you in the cloud. So I was like, Creality's letting you brood them. So that's why I went with the K1 first. And then that was like 3 years ago. And then it's just been adding more and more and more. And I started making toys first, designing and 3D printing toys. And now it's, what was it? Last year, I went through 350, minimum of 350 kilograms, minimum.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, last year. And then, yeah, I'm looking at that equal amount in 4 months.
What would you say the name of that company was?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then the multicolor 3D printing, I mean, that's actually only been about a year I've been doing that with mainly the Bamboos. The A1s, I like the AMS Lite. I like it, but I ended up, I don't know. I had too many reliability issues with the A1, just very finicky at times. Things don't seem as secure on them as like the Carbons and the P1S. So I ended up going with P1S. As much as I don't like the AMS as much, there's enough mods out there to kind of help with some of the problems that they run into.
Yeah.
So. But man, having 26 printers, managing all of the files on each printer has been a challenge more than anything. I'm a software developer. I've been a software developer in my professional life, so I am actually working on print farm software of my own, and now I have it to where if I drop since I have different categories of printers, if I drop them in any storage location, every printer, when they're done printing, gets them all merged to the printers. So
how many printers per oh God, where'd the word go?
UPS.
Yeah, UPS.
None of my printers are on UPS.
Okay.
You mean you're talking battery backups?
Yeah, if power goes out or something.
Actually, I don't have them on any. I'm in a newer area, so our power seems to be a little bit more reliable. I have soon to be 8 20 amp circuits out here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, this is just my garage at home. I have a 3,500 square foot shop that I've got all kinds of other stuff
in Vegas. Unless I have a windy day, which is hardly never, I rarely ever have glitches. Sometimes I'll get a flicker, and sometimes the flicker will shut a printer down. Sometimes it won't, but it's really rare.
I say most of our lines are underground, so thankfully with that we're not, we're in pretty good shape.
And when the power goes out, then I'm telling my wife, what in the hell happened? We're not above ground. There's no poles anywhere. Why did the power go out? But yeah, it happens.
Yeah. Well, and it's nice too with the newer printers having like that auto recovery stuff that they've got on them now, to where even if you have a power outage, a couple of the P1Ss I've been able to revive and just have it start printing again when I have had some issues. I think it was.
It's a great feature if it sticks to the bed.
Yeah. And That was actually my curiosity. I know, Killa, you were talking ABS, which I'm ABS and ASA almost 100%.
Same.
What are other people printing with?
ABS, PET-G, ASA, PLA.
Well, on my models, I do PLA, but I'm starting to get into ASA recently. I still
Yeah,
have
I'm
ABS. I'm getting into it more and more.
with this machine here, I'm going to start doing PPS carbon fiber. So I've been watching a lot of Scott's stuff to kind of learn about how to do that properly. So thanks, Scott, for putting the resources out there.
Yeah, it's actually, as long as you can get the temperature up there, it's actually a pretty easy filament to print. It's not a hard filament to print. You just have to have a machine capable of getting the temperatures up there, and a fairly robust nozzle that won't blow out fairly quickly, because it will wear out a nozzle really fast. So I originally tried tried doing just a standard Revo with an obsidian nozzle, but obsidian nozzles don't work well above 300 degrees.
Right.
They don't publish that, but I had several people tell me you're going to have bad results with that nozzle. So I switched over to their high temp nozzle, which is good to, I think, 400 or 450. And went with their bigger heater block that's got the cartridge style heater on it, and that actually worked fantastic right up until
What'd you do? I got one of those.
That looks like a blob of death.
Yeah, I got one of those.
The problem is that is a PET carbon fiber, so it's pretty well. I mean, yeah, it's a museum piece now. You can see where I've had if I can get the damn thing to focus, come on. You can see where I've had a wrench on there trying to unscrew it and trying to break it free from the heater block. And yeah, it's not happening. I gave up on it.
Could you send it back for a refund, do you think?
I'm not gonna, I bought this from West 3D. I wouldn't do that to them. It was
defective out of the box.
That's not anything at all to do with the product itself. That was user error. Not paying attention, had the wrong bed plate in there, and just hit a print and walked away. And when I came back a few hours later, had a disaster. But yeah, I would never ever even think about sending something like this back to West 3D, because that's where I bought it from, and it's not his responsibility to pay for my mistakes. So,
hey, Llama, did you see my upgrade? I finally got a bigger CNC. You're muted.
I wonder if this would work.
But what I did do
doing other stuff.
was I broke the Voron code, and I put a Mosquito Magnum on there now.
You know how you can clean that hot end? It's really easy to clean that hot end. Put it in
with PET
wrap it in
carbon
tinfoil
fiber?
and put it in a toaster oven. When you take it out, just take a frickin' toothbrush and paper towel to it. It'll wipe right off.
I've already had it in my annealing oven at over 300 degrees Celsius, and I got
You
chunky.
annealed it?
Well, it was already pretty well annealed from the hot end, I think, but yeah, I threw it in my annealing oven and cranked it up to 300. And when I pulled it out of there, it hadn't softened anything.
What's the plastic?
Just raffle that off at Rocky Mountain.
What's that?
They should just raffle it off at Rocky Mountain.
Have Llama make you a nice little. Just have Llama make you a. Just have Llama make you a nice little box for it to put it in. A nice little glass panel on the front. So you can hang it on your wall.
Yeah. Many years ago, I worked in a machine shop, machining custom motorcycle wheels. And the first time you would screw up and destroy a wheel, you got to sign it, and the wheel got put on the wall up there above the machines. The second time, you got to go find a new job.
Did they at least let you take the second mistake with you?
Figure out how many wheels I screwed up, but they're on display there still to this day. Actually, I left there and went to work for the motorcycle manufacturer themselves, but That machine shop's still up in the town that my mom lives in, and whenever I'm in town, I go by there and see my friends, and my wheels are still hanging up there. So, but yeah, this PET carbon fiber. It's when you make a blob on a hot end with it, it's crystallized or something.
Look at that.
I was going to say, a blob on those new bamboo printers is going to be fun.
What seems to use?
You mean the bamboo laser cutter or laser and vinyl cutter that they threw a 3D printing hot end in? I took my Prover 4030 V2 XL and they sent me an upgrade kit. Now it's 13 by 13. It's a lot bigger than it was. It's 4 times larger than it was. So I had to build a bigger table for it. What are you going to do with that, Jerry? Make caskets?
Make bigger signs.
I thought you were going to make caskets for all the friends you don't like.
With other CNCs that I had, I couldn't do anything over 2 foot by 2 foot, if that, like 20 inches. So this I can do pretty much anything I want. So hopefully it'll work out.
It's almost.
Well, Jerry, my rat rig needs some panels.
Yeah, I will be big enough to do that. I'll have to experiment at some point with that. See, they came out with a new 4x4, the company did, and they want almost $4,000 for it. And they said, "Oh, we'll put you on the list to review it." Well, that never happened. And I'm like, okay, what's my recourse? Because I couldn't get any other companies to send anything this big. So I said, well, how about your upgrade kit that you have for the one that I already have? Because the one machine they sent me last year was like $1,300. And I reviewed it. It's a great machine. Then they came out with an upgrade kit for the honeycomb. Let's see, I don't know, it was like $1,200 for all the upgrades. So they sent me that. I upgraded what I had. I did a video on it a couple days ago, and I still have some bugs to work out of it. I got to change some the hose on it. I got a few things I got to change, but I haven't done nothing on it. So I got to, what do you call it? Oh, I'm having a brain fart. I can't think of what I want to say. But here's some pictures of Trevor's shop that he sent me this morning. He had a lot of FL Suns there. I have to resurface the spoil board on it, and I have a little bit of chatter because I didn't have my Z-axis tight enough. I checked it this morning, so later after the stream, I'll go back out there and I'll spend 3 or 4 hours, and I'll resurface the whole thing and get it nice and level. That's what I was trying to say. The Trevor's shop here in Florida is looking real nice. So,
has had a printer go up in smoke lately?
Yeah, no, yeah, not a lot lately. I guess they had something wrong with that. What was it, a MOSFET? Or I think it was a MOSFET. Or
yeah, there was a MOSFET on it that stuck on or something. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry, gang, I have to get going. It's we are kidless, and it's time to go spend some time with the missus. I don't know what we're gonna do. She wants to go somewhere, so
if the kids are all out, hurry, move. You and your wife jump in the car.
Go, Dan, go.
Sell the house and move, Dan.
Leave the doors open and just go.
I've already learned something, guys.
He'll just take the wife and go make more kids.
No more kids. No more kids. Seven's enough. Seven's enough. Grandbaby coming. Yeah, grandbaby in August. That's all I need.
Hey, Steven.
Grandbabies now. But gang, yeah. Thanks for letting me come hang out, Jerry. Guys, it was good to see everybody. I will talk to you guys all later. I don't know when I'm going to stream again next, Jerry, but best way to find out when I'm streaming, guys, is if you're not subbed to my channel, go sub to my channel. It's free. And then click the ring the bell and you'll know, because I have ADHD. So I might stream twice in one day and then not stream again for a week. So best I can tell you. All right. Bye, guys.
Have a good one, Dan.
Yeah,
See you, Dan.
And then there were 9.
So hey, Jerry, guess what Maker Group, Makerspace here in Indiana is doing?
I can guess.
I wonder why you can guess. Take a guess.
I don't know.
Oh, God. Just throw that right in the garbage.
Samples. Pretty colors.
And samples.
We made these. or they made these specific ones they made. Try extrusion filaments.
Oh, nice.
Those are fun.
Yeah, so we're taking normal spools and then just essentially show them into a hot end, well, a complex hot end setup, and making
new colors.
Well, one of a kind.
Right. Oh, cool.
Or witch's
Where's,
brew.
where's Matt at today, Jerry?
His birthday was
That's a good
yesterday, so he's out in
question.
the country with his wife and family doing something.
Ah,
He just popped in chat and said hi just a second ago.
okay.
So
I woke
probably
up this morning and I had a craving, and if Matt was on here, I would take you guys to the kitchen and show you what the result was, because Matt would know immediately. But since he's not here, I don't know that anybody else here would know what it is. So,
Yeah. So
are you
that's
making these to sell, or it's an experiment, or?
It's an experiment for. They used to have a business back in the day.
Okay.
They were actually one of the companies that are bigger now, but they
Okay.
can't say that they're part of that company anymore because they sold the company.
All right.
Yeah, but we're starting a brand new thing, and we're going to be seeing about building a brand new line where we can make tri-filaments, and they had plans for a penta for a penta extrusion.
What does that look like?
Hmm?
Go ahead.
Oh no, I didn't hear you.
Oh, somebody else said something. I'll ask I'll ask my curiosity here in a second.
Yes.
Somebody said, "What does that look like?" I think.
Oh, this?
No, you were talking about penta extrusion filament, and I was saying, what does that look like?
We don't know yet. We got still technically machine the nozzle that, because it's 5 hot ends that feed into a single nozzle.
Do you have a picture of it to show us, or you're not allowed to?
I'm not allowed to because I'm not the founder of the thing. I'm just kind of jumping in.
All right.
But
Years ago, that packaging looks very, very, very familiar.
Oh,
for
you probably know who they are then. Wait.
Okay. They brought them to Murph. Oh my gosh, this had to have been 2017, 2018 time frame. Okay.
There's some of the originals. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. I actually still have some of the batches that look like that.
Well, here's the fun thing. This one's a one-of-a-kind batch. They told me if they found this one on eBay, they would like break my legs. So,
I guess you got to learn to walk on your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will they still break your legs if you actually make something and then sell it?
Oh no, we're going to make a new extrusion line. They're just like saying this.
Red light
Like
says
the guys.
Filablend.
Filablend. They are the original multicolor filament makers. Filablend.
I think I got some of that.
Anything.
Okay.
Respect for them.
Filablend.
And
That's the original Filablend. I learned if you took Filablend and instead of putting it on a spool, if you laid it flat so it uncoiled, it would make a spiral like this as it came off into the extruder. Instead of just being like each side a different color, it spirals it up because it twists it going into the extruder.
Okay.
So if you have a multicolor filament, tri, quad, whatever they are now, double, tri filament, instead of standing your spool up like you normally do on a spool holder, lay it on the table and let it unwind. It'll twist it and you'll get a spiral like this.
Nice.
This is the original Filablend. They weren't even selling it. They gave me a
I
sample.
like your green screen. Looks good.
The very first Earth I got this at.
yeah. Yeah, no, I'm working with some of the original guys and see if we can't rebuild a whole new machine.
Yeah, because Philip Blend's the originator of the whole multicolor film.
Yep. But yeah, I'm working with them, and hey, if we can't like get some custom filaments out there for people, like you guys want to choose, like, oh, I like Polymaker's matte series, or I like Overture's rock series, but I want to mix some of them, or so and so.
Here's some printed solid filament I won on Dave and Terry's stream about a week and a half ago.
Ooh.
And I haven't won filament forever on a stream. It's printed solid, and it's blue whale gray. Kind of a cool color. Oh, that could have killed my stream landed on the keyboard. What color is that? Alien green?
It's one of their mixtape colors. It's let me see. Neon green.
Okay.
Yeah, neon green.
Nice. Are you in a 3-car garage there or 4-car garage?
I wish it was a 4-car. I'd have a lot more toys. It's a 2-car, but there's extra space on either side. So I have my entire print farm over there. That's why you see all this stuff. You can kind of see printers back there.
Yeah.
And then on that side is kind of a laser and then normal house storage stuff. I had to put out this folding table just to hold the Trident Quad XY and then the Rat Rig frame. I don't have enough storage or like desk space right here in front of me.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the extra storage space.
Yeah, I've got a 2-car garage, and that's it. There's no extra room on either side, and it's 19 feet deep. So, and you got a low ceiling like I do.
Well, yeah, we got very lucky to have this place. So, like where I'm standing is enough space to have an entire workbench and then still have an avenue to walk through.
Yeah.
And same over there. So there are like 3 Costco shelves over there with a hallway in between. That's how wide that space is.
And then
you can still park in here.
Tim DeWitt there, he's in a basement under the house. He's got a huge room. It's a monstrous room. And he's up in one corner. Is that right?
Yeah.
He's got the good stuff.
That would be ideal.
I'm fortunate to have this much space here. So
Same.
This is, I'm in about a third of the basement overall. So but
I'm open a new studio.
I just saw this sign I made for you behind you there, Tim. I forgot all about
right
that.
here. I still have that. It says no accidents in basement since Tim went upstairs. I used to ask anybody that's been watching me for a while. It's not uncommon for me on a stream to hurt myself. So
I forgot all about that.
Yep, that's permanent display in the studio.
So I got a filament question for people. Lightweight PLA. Has anybody had any success with that? I bought 40 kilograms, and yeah.
Never used it.
It is
It
super
foams a lot.
abrasive. It's abrasive. I ended up ditching it and going back to ABS to print this statue, which in the end I should have just done it in ABS to begin with, because I can fuse things together a lot easier, and ultimately if they end up storing it in a place that's warm, it'll hold up. But I was running into just the drag of the PTFE tubes, just having enough drag that it ends up just grinding.
So were you using pre-foamed or foaming?
It's it's whatever Polymakers.
Polymakers is pre-foamed. Polymakers is not active foaming. So
hey, Ben Brady.
Yeah, I've had some experience with it, because if you go on their website and you look at their lightweight PLA, that Piper Cub that you see that's mine. That's my airplane.
Okay.
The long and the short of it is, build a printer for it.
Yeah, that's kind of almost what I try to use it on
right
the bamboos.
there is, I built that printer for 2 things. I built it for printing the rubber tires, the actual rubber for the. Let's see if I can even find a roll of. Yeah, I still have some. For printing this this filament here, this crazy ass stuff.
Oh yeah, that.
I've got it wound tight here. All right.
Oh, holy cow! That is.
What is that?
Oh, that stings like a
Got yourself.
I was about to say you could use that like exercise equipment.
You could actually 2 pieces of that, and you could exercise with. Man, that stings. Holy shit!
Oh, I bet you stretched that. You stretched that good before it snapped.
That I built that printer back there specifically for printing that stuff there, and I've got a foaming TPU. Where the hell is it? It's a little bitty roll. I don't even see it up there. I may have used it up, but it was a foaming TPU, believe it or not, active foaming TPU rubber. So right now I don't have the top up on here, but what I had to do for those lightweight PLAs and those other materials that like to stick inside of PTFE tubing is I had this tower mounted at the back of this, and then this spool stuck out over the top of the printer. So like right here was the spool, so it just fed straight down
right
into the extruder.
Yeah.
And eliminate, and then the roller here is on ball bearings, so there's no resistance.
That's nice.
And that's how I managed to make it work. I'm not saying that's the only way, but I'm gonna have to file a workman's comp claim here. This isn't good.
The spool holder on the Silver 208 had a roller on it, and I put the filament on it. It would unroll itself, so I had to tape it. I had to tape the roller so it wouldn't move.
Yeah, that's same thing with this, Jerry. If I put like a roll of PLA on there that's got quite a bit of, that stays in its shape, as it starts to roll off there, when it gets to the next point in the roll, it'll flip the roll around, and what it'll do then is it'll flip the side off, and the thing will just keep flipping, and it'll just spin coils right off on top of the printer. Yeah. So that setup right there is strictly for printing really super, because that's what I'm printing right now is somebody had made a comment on one of my videos. They wanted to know how TPU would do in these tests. So the hardest TPU I have is 95, and so I'm printing some TPU 95 test pieces to put in the tester over here, but I know what's going to happen. The sides are just going to curl up. It's going to shoot out of there.
See, we got Ben Brady in chat. Hey, Ben, how you doing? It's been a long time. Hope you're doing well, you and your wife.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Ben Brady.
So at the end of the day, Polymaker, the least amount of resistance you can get on it, and slow, print slow.
Yeah, and that's I cranked it down to, was it 30 millimeters a second, and that's where I was starting to get some success. But it was you can see some of my setups back here. I have liter tube, PTFE tubes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not high precision ones, not like unit what is it, Capricorn or whatever. But
you don't want to use Capricorn for this stuff here, because the problem with Capricorn is it's a small diameter.
Yeah,
and
it's
it creates a lot of extra
setups. Yeah,
I would really like to get my hands on the stuff that Bamboo is shipping with their new printers. It's actually got a pattern on the interior, so it minimizes the points of contact with the. It's kind of like a gear pattern in there, so it minimizes the points of contact with the filament flowing through it. But I'm sure Bamboo has that under lock and key with some manufacturers. So,
Polymaker, do you have a favorite printer?
No, I got some of that.
Do I have a favorite printer?
Yeah.
Okay, so it all depends on what I'm printing. So
your house is burning down, and you can grab one. Which one is it?
Oh, I would grab the Bamboos, hands down. Yeah. The Crealities, the only reason why they work as good as they do is I've been very strategic with the upgrades that I put on every one of them. All of them have Micro Swiss, Flowtech, hot ends, nozzles. That has all the clogging issues that I had, even with the original, like They were like the volcano style nozzles and even the what is it? The unicorns junk, if you ask me. Total junk.
Yeah, I'm saying I have that K1 right there.
Mm-hmm.
That is an original K1 from the first batch.
Okay.
It is rooted now,
Yeah.
but outside of that, a printer's as stock as it come from Creality, and it just prints. It has always been printed.
And when I need to crank out, like for this statue, I also have a machine that I produce under patent that it's fog distribution. So it captures fog from a fog machine and then redistributes the fog out. All of the internal guts of it are all 3D printed. And all of those, both the machine parts and the fittings that go to that, are all printed on the Crealities. Because if you want to crank prints out, those machines can do it.
Yeah, I just looked on here since I rooted this machine, 3,093 hours and just under 30,000 meters of filament through it.
So
those are rookie numbers.
Somebody, I think
Rookie
it's
numbers, yeah.
Maker Mindset telling me you guys have the K2, correct? The K2 Max.
I don't have a K2.
No, I think you're talking Maker Mindset, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a K2 Plus.
And how do you plus? How do you like it?
It hasn't failed us yet. No issues.
Yeah, no,
we've used it for about a month and a half.
Bamboo release. I heard you guys talking earlier before I came on about the bamboo, and I feel basically the same way you all do about it. And so, because I've been looking for a larger printer, and now that they've disappointed with that, I'm looking at the K2 Max or the K2 Plus or whatever. So I'm
K2 Plus.
because the price point on that's really good right now. So okay.
Well,
it prints really good, and it hasn't let us down. So
I had a K1 Max that Sabrina sent me from Creality. So of course it was one that had been to the main offices and been gone through before it got sent out. Came, specially packaged and whatnot. And it was a great printer too. I never had any. The only issue I had with it was of my own doing. I'd clogged it, and I was going to unclog it, and I didn't unplug it, and I shorted out something on the hot end or on the tool head board and zapped it. So they sent me a new tool head board, and that didn't fix it. So they were supposed to send me a new motherboard, which they finally did. But in the meantime, at 3D Printopia, not this last year, but year before last, when they were packing up, I went and grabbed one of their machines and flipped it over and stole the motherboard out of it and then put it back in the box for them. So somebody got a K1 Max that didn't have a motherboard in it, and I have it. It's down here in a box.
Well, that's the biggest complaint with Creality, I would say, and I feel like you touched on a little bit, is the support, and the turnaround on their support is rather slow.
Some things have been ridiculously fast, like this K1 here. It does have it originally came with the extruder that had the problems with getting hot. Okay. I reached out to Creality, and literally 36 hours later, it was on my front porch. It shipped out of Texas. So that came really quick. I had one other time I had to get an extruder from them for a different K1, not this one. And that one came pretty quick. The tool head board took about 7 days. The motherboard, the first motherboard they sent me was it was the wrong motherboard. So they told me just to keep it, and they sent me another one. But the second one that they sent, from the time they said they would send another one till it actually showed up, was probably 60 days. So hot and cold on it. Some things come really fast. Some things...
Anything that comes from Texas comes quick. Anything that comes from overseas, you need a part that isn't like a typical part. I've learned they've taken their time. I have this printer right here has been down for 6 months, 2 of which have been my own fault. But this little part right here,
Hold on, Jerry's got himself on the big screen.
Yeah,
That's fine. You keep talking. It's just whenever
Actually, Jerry, well, he was trying to show a part.
This little part right here, it took me 4 months to get this.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
You should have printed your own.
I did, and I couldn't get them to be reliable. I printed in engineering or in both.
You don't have a resin printer, do you?
No, I do. I printed in engineering resins, and
Did you? And it wasn't reliable even in engineering resin?
No, it's so I ended up so if anybody needs any of these, I have 30 of them.
Holy crap!
I did not want to be down on this part.
So I've actually been to the factory at Creality and been to their headquarter office. I spent damn near 2 weeks out there, and part of what you're experiencing with trying to get stuff. So if it's all of their factories are in China, all their supply is in China.
Yep.
They don't ship from China. Okay, they can't. The cost, the tariffs, the restrictions, the sanctions, all the other crap, they can't ship from China. So they take it by courier from China over to Hong Kong, and then they have a fake office in Hong Kong and that ships from there. And
oh wow,
I think that sometimes it gets handed off to the courier, and the courier, I mean, from Shenzhen over to Hong Kong, I mean, you throw a rock in Shenzhen and hit Hong Kong, but to drive there is not an easy drive. And I'm wondering if sometimes it's the courier that, because now like printers that they're sending out to content creators, those are brought from the factory over to the office. The engineers and everybody at the office go through them, and I don't care what any content creator says. They're lying to you if they tell you otherwise, because I've seen it. They go through the printers, they make sure everything's good. They're crated up in wooden boxes. They're not shipped in cardboard. They're put back in their cardboard boxes, and then they're crated in wooden boxes. And then they dispatch a special courier just to take those printers over to Hong Kong and put them on DHL. So those get over there really fast. Parts coming from the factory up in Wuhan, you know, they've got to get trucked from Wuhan down to the factory in Shenzhen. Then they got to get dispatched on a courier from Shenzhen over to Hong Kong. Hong Kong, they got to get repacked and relabeled and everything else and put in Package Express or DHL or whoever and taken over to the airport. And, you know, there's just so many steps, because none of these companies ship directly from China. They all ship through Hong Kong. Because shipping out of Shenzhen is just, it would be prohibitively expensive.
Or the stuff is already here in the U.S. and you order it, and then they just bring it, they ship it to you from California or Texas or something, if they already have it here.
Yeah, and you know, they ship containers out of China. I mean, but you're not going to wait on a container to get clear full so you can get one part for your printer.
Hey, Zach, got a story to tell us about that?
I finally got paint on it.
Hey.
Zach,
Nice.
did you 3D print that?
Yes, I did. Yeah,
We have a young member in the audience, so we won't talk about what he used to get the color on there like that. Yeah.
But yeah, no. Yeah, so I'm a little bit of sealant, primer, filler, which helps hide a lot of the layer lines, surprisingly enough, without sanding. And I'm going to be going around, Murph, every once in a while if I can get away from my booth, and see if I can't have people take pictures of with us, like being framed. You know, like, hey, you want to get a picture?
You've been framed.
That's a good looking frame, though. That's awesome, man. That is really awesome.
What'd you use to print it, Zach?
So, funny enough, those two guys right there, the Elgu Neptune 3 Pros.
Okay.
Wow, it's a lot of pieces.
Yeah.
A lot of work on trying to get rid of the seams.
So, fun fact: it's actually in the design that hides the seams, not the post.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the design hides a lot of seams.
Sword.
Hey, I gotta go. You all have fun.
Take care, Tom. Have a great day.
See you, Tom. See you, Lemma.
Hey, Tom.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Yeah, no.
You sure had a link when we want to drop in. Here's the link.
Hey, I got to drop too. Great hanging out with you guys.
Nice meeting you.
Hey,
We do this every Saturday. You're always welcome. You're free if you're available.
Yep. Handful of your guys' faces look familiar from all the shows in the past years. So
Take care.
Yep. Have a good one.
Hey, man. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Captain Kern, have you ever done
Yes.
any radio or TV? Because your face looks very familiar.
I've done some radio here in Colorado.
All right, that wouldn't be radio. I mean, your appearance, you look like somebody, but I can't place your face.
Oh God, I hope I don't look like anybody else. I don't want to be as ugly as me.
Now, I don't remember if it was a TV show or an actor or something. It's just you look familiar to me. I don't know why. Where I could be mistaken, but
I think what Jerry's saying is you have a great face for radio.
I think so. I do.
That's what I heard.
Why I'm on YouTube is beyond me, but maybe I should start a radio show on YouTube. That'd be good.
Yep. Podcast.
A lot of podcasts on YouTube.
Yeah, but they show their faces.
Jerry.
you could come on with an emoji. You don't have to show your face. It could all be voice.
That's true.
And it would catch on and share out, and it would get bigger and bigger, and it'd be a thing. Okay, Zach wants to show some more swords, right?
Yep.
Well, Jerry, that gets done with that. I'm going to see if anybody in the chat knows what this is that I just got done cooking.
All right.
So I got this on its second stage of primer. So
how many pieces?
It's not that many pieces. Yeah, no. So this is on its second stage. This is actually ready to paint because once you get paint on these seams, you're not going to see it. And this is another one that's on its first coat. So I've still got to work on the seam work on the head here. Probably should put it down to axe before I cut myself with it.
The only thing bad about making something like that really nice out of plastic is if you ever drop it or it falls over, is you're going to break it. That's the sad part about it.
I've dropped this and it's chipped my floor.
Okay.
Jeez.
All right.
According to Nick, a Polymaker, you can drop their material from the 12th floor of the building there in China and not hurt anything.
Yeah, it's a funny video.
Hey, Jerry.
Anyway, Jerry, here, real quick, since Matt's not here, I had a craving this morning, and I had two options. One option was use all my miles for a round-trip ticket to Manchester and back, and the other option was figure out a way to cook it myself. So we'll see if anybody in the chat knows what the hell this is. They're only in England.
It looks like a buttered hot pocket from here, but
yeah, it's kind of like that. So Matt would know right away what it is, but nope, it's not a
Is it
meat
a
pie.
pasty? Is it a pasty?
You know what? I would think pasty's probably pretty close to it, but it's it's from Greg's over there in England, and it's called a chicken bake. It's got
chicken bake.
Yep, it's got chicken in it, and then the sauce is made with cream cheese and double cream, which heavy whipping cream, and
yeah, Mr. Diesel said that earlier in his comment. It's chicken bake.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a chicken bake from Greg's. And I woke up this morning and I had a craving for that. I don't know why, but I'm like, hell, I could. It's Saturday. I could catch a flight out today, have a chicken bake tonight and tomorrow in London, and then be back to work in time on Monday. But I decided to try to cook them myself, and they actually turned out I can't tell the difference. So there you go. Des Logos, a chicken bake from Greg's.
My
There you go.
my xenomorph alien behind me, that was done on the bamboo and the Cheaty iFast right here. And it's like a zillion pieces. I've got videos out on it when I was putting it together. And that took 35 rolls of filament to do that alien.
That's it?
Yeah.
You know, that is the one piece I want from your collection, Jerry.
Yeah, and then it sat there for, I don't know, a couple months. And I got a bungee cord around its waist, and it's got a hook on the wall because it had so much force leaning forward. If a couple of the toes were to snap from it leaning forward on its toes, it would tip over. But it broke at the waist and fell on my dog. But luckily, where the dog was laying, it didn't hurt her. And then I got some 2-part epoxy, and I glued it back together. And 2-part epoxy, it will hold forever. It'll never, ever come apart. Because I glooped it when I put it together. And a lot of my gloop, when I glooped it real heavily, a lot of the gloop was like water. It wasn't real thick like I wanted it to be. Then I pushed the parts together, and I duct taped it for 24 hours. But it didn't have a very good bond, so some of the parts didn't hold very well.
Yeah. When I print big stuff, I usually like putting steel rods in it. I have a weird habit of doing that. Putting a lot of steel rods in a lot of my larger pieces that you see have steel rods that are inside it to help support joints. And then I set those with 2-part epoxy like you do. Yeah, by all different sizes of.
Wouldn't it be cheaper if you went to a hardware store like Lowe's or Home Depot and bought all thread? All thread, it would probably be a lot cheaper than buying that machined steel rod you're using.
I buy this directly from the factory.
Are those solid rods or are they hollow tubes?
These are solid rods.
Yeah, they're get expensive.
Well, I buy these directly from. I used to be supervised over a plant that would get these wholesale essentially.
Okay.
And if they didn't have any that they liked, they would give to me. That I buy for a very cheap discount.
That's cool.
So it's like, yeah.
Oh, we got a sword. Look at this. We got a nice multicolored sword there.
Love those.
That's cool, man. What filament is that?
It's actually one of my rainbow filaments I ran out.
He ended up getting that as a giveaway from Creality. I think
that's nice, man. I like this one here. So show you this. This is the one that I like here. So this is some Polylight PLA and luminous rainbow, glows in the dark.
Oh wow!
So I like that one. So I'm gonna
glow in the dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. So my daughter needs a bunch of stuff for class for Easter or whatever, and I'm gonna use this to print. And then I have some matte PLA rainbow stuff over there too.
And then one other thing I made is
rainbow, satin rainbow.
a falcon.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I love that.
Either stand.
You can't see it.
You can either stand it down.
Yeah.
Or I made this for it.
Nice.
The file. So it can.
Yeah, my grandkids aren't interested in 3D printing. It's a shame because Grandpa could hook them up, but whatever.
Just gotta make them something they like, Jerry.
Yeah.
And say him and his brother, they do the 3D, or him and his sister, they do the 3D printing, they do electronics, they do the welding, they do all kinds of stuff around here.
Yeah,
that's really cool, man. You're a talented little guy.
Definitely.
There's been a few things my grandson has looked around and said, "Hey, Grandpa, can I have that?" I'm like, "No, that's Grandpa's. He's keeping that. I'll give you this, or this, but you ain't having him. Not Master Chief. I painted back here. It looks really
That's
good."
what I used to
and
do.
he's like,
Oh,
Master Chief's like, "No."
Give it to him. You can make a new one.
Yeah, I give him other stuff. So
yeah.
Well, boys, this is where I break. I gotta run. So thanks for having me on, Jerry. I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it.
Billy just beat me to it.
But you jumping out too?
tomorrow morning, what time? And you'll be on YouTube. What time?
Yeah, so we'll be live on my channel tomorrow, 07:15 Pacific time, 10:15 Eastern time.
Awesome. Really appreciate it. You have a great weekend, my friend.
Yeah, see you, buddy.
Take care.
Take care. Have a good one.
Hey, have fun, be safe, and stay crazy.
Very cool. And then there
I got to go as well. So it has been a pleasure.
All right, Captain. Well, really nice meeting you. You're always welcome. I see you in chat quite a bit, here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get around and meet everybody in this little space we call Makers. So
yeah,
it's a great community.
Definitely.
It is. So thank you guys.
Have a great day.
Another one.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Have a good one, Captain.
I got to bounce out too, Jerry. I got to get out and do yard work. So,
all right.
Oh, we're dropping like flies.
I got in later. I was selling stuff
it's
today.
Saturday springtime, unfortunately. So,
I'm going to do the giveaway here in just a minute. Well, take care, Scott. You have a great day, my friend. You're always welcome whenever we're on.
all right, we'll catch you later. And thanks everybody for helping me get to 5,000. That actually happened earlier this week while I was filming a video, believe it or not. So,
excellent.
Awesome.
Hey,
That's
great.
awesome.
as
Congratulations.
of right now, hold on. Let's look here. Let me make sure I don't have a screen on here that I don't want to show everybody.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Left monitor. There we go. 5,041 as of right now. So,
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Great.
Excellent.
so yeah, I was pretty happy to hit that 5,000 mark when this all started, and I started doing the how-to videos for the belt printers. I didn't think I'd get 50 subscribers, and then all of a sudden I was at 500, and then at 1,000, and yeah, it's just been a journey. But anyway, I will be doing something for a 5,000 subscriber stream giveaway. I've got stuff from LDO, Fabrico, Polymaker, and a few other places. So I just don't know yet when I'm going to do it, but I'll do some kind of a live stream, and I'll announce it here on Jerry's channel before I do it, as well as everywhere else. But anyway, I got to go. It's time to take care of the yard and the dogs. So peace out, everybody.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
man. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Have fun, be crazy.
All righty. I'm going to close the giveaway right now, and we're going to draw here in a minute. For a roll of Polymaker filament, must be present to win. Let me copy over all the names.
So put that little mount that you print for the buffer, but the buffer slips out of it. So I had to put a little zip tie here to hold it up. But I think it's going to work like that. So that should be hooked up okay like that. And then this is the end that goes to the hot end. So let's see if that works.
Yeah, I got to start getting back to work probably today or tomorrow. I'll start working on the Swivel SV08 and try to get mainline clipper put on it.
Yeah.
Wow, we got 46 entries. Let me share my screen.
I think you got 67 people still on YouTube.
Yeah.
71 now. Nice.
Welcome in, everybody. Please smash that like button, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. I'd greatly appreciate it.
Only 27 likes, and there's 71 people. So
if people didn't come on the show and watch and comment, then I wouldn't be able to do this. So all you guys make this happen.
Ooh, spin that.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in here. Third person in chat, give me a number between 10 and 20.
I don't see my name on that wheel. Damn.
Hey, Dave. No. Dave Gatton. Hello, sir. How you doing today? Dave Gatton CNC over on YouTube has a great channel. Please go check him out. If you're into woodworking and CNC, DaveGatton.com. Almighty Malachi. Okay, there's a bunch of them. Let's see, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3. Skull Army, 3. Or he said 12. Okay, we'll do 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All righty, this will be for one roll of Polymaker filament. It's basically a $35 gift card that you get. So if you found 2 rolls that are $20 a piece, you pay the extra $5 and you get both your rolls. So it's and you got to be present to win. They ship almost anywhere in the world that I know of. Great company. As soon as we have a winner, you say something in chat. If you win, I'll give you my email. shoot me an email, and I'll give you the code and the link right back. I've already acquired it. So here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good luck to everyone that is in here.
Come on, Red. Come on,
Good luck,
Red.
everyone.
Come on, Red.
Come on, Zany needs a new pair of filament.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh. Ah, congratulations.
PC Van Lit, are you in chat? Congratulations.
job.
Congratulations. I
he's
saw
there.
him talking earlier.
He said, if you enter, at least like the stream. Look at that.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thumbs up.
Yep, confirmed.
Okay, come on. I saw you earlier. There he is. He's confirmed.
Awesome. There you are. And here's my email. Shoot me an email right now if you could, if you're able to. And I'll send you the code and the link right back. Congratulations. You write that down. Very nice.
Oh, man. Also, I finally got a test print of the final paint job on a test piece. Oh.
It's nice.
I got to shut this fan up.
Lee Marie, I don't know if you guys are still in chat or anybody that watched them this morning, but when I watched them for a while, I don't know if Jeremy was just way behind on chat, but it seemed like they were like 5 or 8 minutes behind in chat because I had made a comment early when Kayla was talking about something, and then it's like 5 or 8 minutes later she commented about it. So I just thought it was kind of odd they were so far back, unless they go through and answer every comment. I don't know. Josh Push Print 10 wants to know: did you make that create sign?
The create sign. No, I didn't make it. I bought it. It was at a one of the sort of dollar store type things here. But I could have made it. I cheated. I bought it.
Yeah, there's been a lot of times I went to the dollar store to buy cheap candy or poster board or something, and I'm looking at the stuff they've done in woodworking. All the cheap stuff, like, wow, I could make that. Wow, I couldn't make it, sell it that cheap, the kind of money they want for all their stuff that they have. But you can always get ideas for videos and make something and modify it. Buy it cheap or buy glassware from them and engrave it. It's a great source. You get a lot of things. Or check my email.
So, Jerry, when you get your box turtle up and running, you're going to notice the fan. If you put the little fan in it, it's loud. But Thunder Keys was on my stream last Sunday, and he said, he said that's my fault, and he said you don't need it. So I'm going to disable it. But it's loud. It's the loudest thing on the box turtle.
Okay. Yeah, it's open air. It probably don't get that hot.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, DeWitt Canada.
Yes, sir.
Those airless basketballs in the background, are those made out of soft PLA or
those
TP?
are made out of their PLA. They are the PLA that was put out by
Reality?
No, BQ right here. This is what they're made of here.
They got a special filament for it.
They have a special filament for it. It's called PLA HR. Yeah. It's really cool stuff.
Yeah, I've been asking Dad if I can get some so I can print an airless basketball.
Yeah, it comes in orange, blue, black, and I think red. I'm not sure.
Jerry Cooper, no, I don't want to sell it. I'll keep that fiber laser forever. I love it. I just need to get back to making more content with it, but I love my fiber laser.
The sad thing is, though, if you would have bounced it and you would have heard a crack, that would have been bounce.
Oh, hang on. Like sound effect. You ready? It's okay. I have a broken. You know those in the basement? You have those drain covers.
Yeah.
I have a broken one, and that's what I hit.
That would have been perfect. Just do a live stream, and you just have the face.
Crap! Bring up some spare blue filament and go, oh crap.
I know I finally got in some of this stuff in, finally.
What's that one? Oh,
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog.
Oh, nice. Zombie hedgehog. Cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
finally got this in. Oh, that looks like a job that 3D printing can do.
Well, I did 3D print this, but obviously I did something in error because it broke. But, yeah.
It's just the way how not to print it.
Well, exactly, and I just leave it there. So every time I trip over the hole, I reminds myself I got to fix it.
Say there's no such thing as an error. It's just a learning opportunity.
Exactly.
PC Van Lit, check your email. I just sent it to you, the code and the link.
Yes.
Let me know if you got it.
You know,
Hey, TJ, what's going on?
If anyone knows any of like the little mini fans that I can use to hook up to myself within full costume, I would greatly appreciate that.
Little mini fans?
Zany Maker Jack.
Yes.
Russ last week emailed me because he emails me different projects he's working on. And he sent me a link on Amazon where they had those little tiny speakers on sale, and I sent you the link in a PM. Did you get it?
Yeah, I did. I didn't reply because I was sick.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
there's a mini fan for you.
Yeah, because I'm going to need to help cool myself down while in a full suit of armor that I've 3D printed.
Awesome.
He's got to put these up by your face.
Well, that's how that inside my beak, my plague doctor outfit has 2 outputs and 1 input.
Yeah, just look for fans. These are fans for cooling Raspberry Pi boards. So they're nice and small, and I think they're 5 volt. So you could just run some batteries to it. So yeah.
Because wearing this along with the plate is going to get really.
It's going to get warm.
A little bit, and this is fully 3D printed too. So if it breaks, I can fix it on spot.
Take forever to make that. How long did it take you to make that?
360 hours of print time to assemble.
Jeez.
Probably around 3.5 hours to assemble this.
Wow.
So not too bad.
Give you a little form of respect for when they actually used to wear the actual chainmail, like the metal stuff. Can you imagine how heavy that would be?
50 to 60 pounds.
Whew, that's crazy.
Yeah. Now this is luckily less than 5 pounds.
Oh wow. Oh, TK's got one. I guess chain. He's got one that's made out of real metal. That would imagine wearing that in the Vegas where it's 115, 118 out.
And it's metal.
Yeah, it'd burn you. Yeah.
Ooh. Luckily, this is PLA plus, so. And glistens like actual metal too, so.
Okay.
All right, well, we got some chores and errands that we got to do, so we're going to jump out. It was nice being on here, and hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day.
Yeah, really nice meeting you guys, and you're always welcome. Whenever you want to come back and hang out, we'll always be here.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Have a great day.
See you guys. Take care.
Bye.
Then there were 3.
Jerry Cooper, depends on what size lens. I got 3 different lenses. So I don't know. With howtn.com, I've got a link that I share in chat where you have a discount code where you get a good deal on their stuff. I'm not sure how big of an area. I know if I had something as big as a sword with my biggest lens, if it was high enough up, I could engrave the whole thing. I've never determined exactly how big I can engrave with that. It depends on the lens for the focal distance.
Okay, Cody, I'll take a gander at those here in a few minutes.
Anybody else like to drop in? There was a link in chat. If you'd like to pop in, if you're a maker, you want to come talk about what you do, or self-promotion is welcome, as long as it's hobby related. There's a link right there in chat.
I can't remember if I asked Tim this. Are you going to Remurf?
No, I wish. It's just not in the budget right now.
Nah, I can understand that.
Yeah,
Economy is
I
a little
mean,
bit rough.
I want to get to one of these events. I really do, because I want to meet people in person. So, yeah.
I would get you into picture framing where you take a photo together. You know, it's like you get
Yeah,
framed.
absolutely. I will get there one day to Remurf or to Murph or
Someday I'll
one
go
of
to
the.
Rocky Mountain. I don't know when that'll be. I mean, I get my Social Security next July, so probably the year after. I could safely say I'll probably go to Rocky Mountain. I'll have the extra funds. I hope. Anyway, they get my social next July, hopefully.
Okay, now these should.
I'm
tighten up.
hoping I win this bet with our what you call it? Not bet. When you do a placement in the house, what is it called?
A bid.
A bid.
A bid.
Hopefully, I win the bid on this house. So
That'd be nice.
yeah. The thing is, though, when I was going through it, they did 2 people at once, and the other person was a couple with a looked like a newborn child, and it kind of makes me feel bad because she was going around while he was showing us all the rooms, and they're like saying, "Oh, this would be such a great nursery." I'm like,
I don't like the idea of having to bid on something. I've heard of it. It's happened a lot in Vegas and other places. If I want to buy it, I want to buy it. I shouldn't come in and say, okay, you're asking $200 for this. I'll give you $230. I'll give you $240 and bid against other people. I either buy it or I don't buy it. I think the whole process of bidding against each other is ridiculous, in my opinion. It's stupid.
well, I found it a little bit weird that they brought in a second person to look at this house while I was also asking to look at this house too.
Hey, maybe they want to get you to jack up your price. You know they want it. They could have been put there as a plant. Hey, act like you're interested, so this guy will offer more money on his bid. I mean, you never know. I don't like the idea of bidding against something.
Well, it's also it made me feel if I win the house, then I probably like just kick this couple that's looking at a really nice house.
Yeah,
that they're really loving it with a baby, and I'm a single guy.
So you're a human being just like everybody else. They can if you get it, they can find something else. Don't feel bad.
I just I don't know. I have that urge of like I want to help people out, but I also really want a home. Like doggone it.
I've lived in Vegas since I've been 5 years old, and I typically don't trust people because most people are full of it. That ain't the word. That ain't the last word I would use. It adds another word that goes with that. But most people are full of it. They're not. People are fake. They're not always who they seem to be. They try to pretend to be something that they're not. And I am, as you see me on camera, this is who I am. I say the F word a lot around the house, and I'm not on camera. And I am exactly how you see me. This is who I am. So. And I've always been really good at reading people when I meet them. Some people I just gotta, I don't know. I'm not gonna even go down that road. But anyway, you shouldn't have to bid. Either you buy it or you don't buy it. If you qualify, you shouldn't have to throw out a price that's maybe 10 or 20 or 30,000 more than what you're willing to pay when you could have got it for this amount, but you bid it way up here. It's like being on eBay. When I used to sell stuff on eBay, or when I would buy stuff on eBay a long time ago, you get down to like last 30 seconds. You're actually, some people, it happened to me. I'm getting nervous. I'm almost to the point of shaking. I want to get down to the last 5 seconds, throw a bid in and win at the last minute. And then sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But you're actually shaking because you're so wound up in anticipation on trying to get the bid in at the last couple of seconds. It's just, I don't know.
Or people, they have someone that's planted and have them upbid it, and it just pushes up the price.
If there's a property and there's a price on it and you offer asking price, that should be final. That should be final.
My wife has a 2002 Mercedes, which I'm selling. The clear coat on the roof, the hood, and the trunk are gone. The clear coat, therefore, the clear coat and part of it needs to be replaced. The car runs great. It's got 128,000 miles. I'm asking $3,300 for the car. For 2 weeks, I had no calls. Fine, I dropped it to $2,800, which is really cheap for the car. It's I don't know. And then I get people saying, oh, well, we come down to this, for how much for this? Or I'm going to go by the bank right now and get the money and pull it out of the ATM. And I told the lady on the phone, you can't pull that kind of cash out of an ATM. You can only get $500 a day. I said, don't take any money out of the bank. Don't try to negotiate with me on the phone like a lot of people are trying to do. They'll message me and they try to negotiate. No one's came out and actually looked at the car or drove it. You need to go look at it, drive it. You negotiate in person. You don't do it before you come out. If you're actually interested, you come out and you look at it. Whenever I sell lasers or printers, they usually sell them half price on what they're worth. When I'm done testing them, reviewing them, or I don't need them, no one has ever tried to haggle me or Jew me down. They offer what I want, and I've never. But now that I'm trying to sell a car, everybody wants it. You know, we take $1,000, we take $1,200, we take $1,800. I'm getting so sick and tired of responding to these people. If they message me and says stupid bid, would you take this? I don't even respond to it. I'm kind of tired of dealing with idiots. So
yeah, trying lowball prices is just it's insulting almost.
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to come down, everybody will negotiate most of the time, but you have to do it in person. Go with the amount of money. If you want to take it with you, go with what you're willing to pay, or through Zelle or however you want to pay. Be willing to pay that. And sometimes it might come down $100 or $2. Negotiate. Let them get to meet you. Drive it. Look it over. Don't try to do it before you even see it, based on pictures and comments that the person made an ad. You got to do it in person. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old house is built around 1930, almost 100 years old. After paying your mortgage, you'll be. And one thing about a really old house, I used to watch a lot of shows where they flip old houses, or they move into them. They're an old bank, or they're an old firehouse, or whatever they are. An old building is really cool, but then again, you got to think about it. Now you got to replace all the plumbing, all the wiring, because you got all that old electrical and plumbing. Or what do you have behind the walls you can't see? Rotting 2x4s. Do you have termite damage? So there's a lot of hidden expenses you got to think about.
Yep. Oh man.
I got every day. Thank you for coming. I can't pronounce your name. Zhao Shi Z1? I'm not sure. But thank you very much. I appreciate you.
But yeah. I'm happy I got through the first box of maker chips of the new design.
Cool. And I apologize. I didn't mean to go on a rant like I started to do there, but that's just
what happened.
It's all good. There's no worries. Yeah.
So I hope everybody's having an awesome weekend.
So, hey, Jerry, I didn't realize this, but when I stack them together, I don't know if I had enough this last time. I froze. Oh, nope.
A lot of pretty colors there.
Oh, they actually interlock. Oh, almost.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like all these maker chips are.
Those are great.
Yeah, I'm excited for this year, and like it's going to be a good year.
Save one for me.
What software did you?
I'll say. Well, I will mail one to you.
What software did you use to make those with? What software did you use to make those with?
So the design I did in Photoshop, and then export it as SVG, and then put that into Tinkercad, extruded it, and then put into what should I call it? Into bamboo
slicer.
How about if I mail you one of my 3D my logo stickers and you send me back a coin?
How about you said email?
No, I will mail you one of my new stickers, which looks like my logo, and then when you get it, I'll have it. Just send me back one of your maker coins. I'd appreciate it if you want to trade.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll definitely have a bunch of them.
I don't have Jerry's new sticker yet.
You don't? Okay, I'll mail you.
I still got your old blue square one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love this kind of trade.
Yep. I got to do a maker coin. I've been saying that for 3 years.
Yeah, I've never designed one. so I've
Are you
asked-
saying maker coin or maker chip?
I think maker chip would be better. It looks more like
Maker chip. Yeah, I
looks
think
more like
maker
a
chip.
casino theme.
Okay.
Like something
Yeah.
out of Vegas.
So, because this is my maker coin.
Ah. Yeah.
It's actually my.
Shoot me
My
an email
color
or
box, too.
email Kilroy or message me on Facebook and I'll mail you one.
But yeah, no, it's. I love it because these will go on the back of. I've it designed. I haven't printed it yet,
Mm.
but it will all airlock, and I'll have it hooked up to a motor.
Oh, okay,
And
cool.
this will all airlock because these are flawless 28 gear, if I remember correctly. Too. Yeah.
Nice. And
So-
please smash the like button, everybody, where you're watching on YouTube or Twitch.
Mhm.
Please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. And give me a follow on Twitch. It's free to do so. And subscribing on YouTube, it's free to do so. Greatly appreciated.
Oh, we got 51 thumbs up now. That's great.
Do I?
And
Yeah. Yeah,
Awesome.
51.
Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate that. And Tim, what all are you going to be doing tomorrow on your stream? I know I'll be there in chat.
Well, I kind of prepped it now, but tomorrow I'm just going to run through the tuning. If I were to go into the firmware here, let's see, right here. Let's share my display. There are, fortunately, I saved the code, so I'll be going. I've done the eject lane, test lane 1. We've done the test. We've done the query buffer. We're going to be doing the AFC calibration step. So when I enter on that, it's going to bring up a whole bunch of things where I go through and calibrate the lengths, the distance between the buffer and the spools, and then the distance between the buffer and the hot end, et cetera, et cetera. So I'll be going through this whole calibration sequence tomorrow, and then hopefully the idea is that I'm going to be printing something tomorrow. So if all goes well.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. So if all goes well, that's what's going to happen.
Klondike, what's your first name? Is it Sean? I forget. I'm not good with names.
what did you do for a Klondike bar?
He's into a lot of miniature trains and stuff on his channel. And he's a woodworker also.
Actually, I just sold table router. That's why I wasn't here early. Speaking of woodworking, trying to sell as much stuff as I can that I don't need. So if I do win the bid, then
I went
can,
over to my sister's house yesterday, and my brother-in-law, and my sister has collected stuff from John F. Kennedy era, autographs and pictures and stuff that goes way back, and autographs, and it's just unbelievable the amount of stuff she's collected. So what she should do, because she's in her early 70s now, is to start putting stuff on eBay and selling it and making some money. I mean, that could be a full-time hobby, just selling stuff. Her husband collects anything wolves. If it has a wolf in it, or a statue, a figure, a picture, he has it. He has so much, it's just crazy. I'm like, you know what? Instead of just sitting around feeding cats all day and going to Goodwill and watching TV, why don't you get on eBay or Marketplace and start selling stuff every week? You have enough stuff, David, that you could do this for the next 20 years. Just a couple every week. Just a couple every week with extra income. It'd be great. Because it's just stuff. What are you going to do with it? It's just you collect. It's like, wow, that's cool. It's like my models. They're a lot of what I forget what people have called them in the past, but they're dust collectors. You know, they sit there like, wow, that's cool. I want to print it out of resin. I want to paint it, whatever. That looks so neat. Now what do I do with it? I set it on the shelf and I do another one, then another one, then another one. And I have 3 or 4 boxes of stuff in the other room. It's not painted, but so I kind of turn my camera here. But there's just a ton of stuff over there. And I've just got so much stuff in the other room in boxes. And, you know, I give my grand stuff occasionally. I give my son stuff occasionally. I sell on Etsy 1 or 2 a year. I don't do much. I procrastinate, and I talk about how I want to list a lot of these things on Etsy, on my Etsy store to sell stuff, but then I don't do it. It's just a matter of writing up an article, taking pictures, and listing it. Oh, Tim, did you ever get that one job with that one company doing a whole bunch of somethings?
With Amazon, it's a job for Amazon Canada. No, they're waiting to. They're still waiting for supervisor approval on it, and then they also have to onboard me as a. I forget what it is. Right now, they can only spend up to $2,500 with me, but in order to get the budget they're going to need for this order, they need to get me onboarded as a. I forget what the term was, but I have to be onboarded into their system as a manufacturer or something like that. So, and he said that just takes time. So, but yeah. And he was doing a little redesign on the part from their end as well. So, fingers crossed I get that job. So, I'm
Really?
pretty sure I will.
Yeah. And then you can go out and buy a whole bunch of bamboos or whatever and start a little print farm and get that going.
Well, yeah. That's one reason I have this here. This is a test to see how this works. So,
Okay.
we'll see. That's actually a very reasonably priced for a printer. So we shall see. What goes on? Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, I did my video the other day on the CNC, and it took me like 3 different days working on it. So if you watch the video that's 23 minutes long, you'll notice when my shirt changes color, well, that's the next day. Sometimes when I would do a video, if I wore a certain shirt, after I get done filming for that day, I'd take the shirt off. And when I went to film the next day, I'd put the same shirt back on. That way you wouldn't notice that I changed or it was a different day. So my wife's like, well, I don't want to watch that video. It's 3D printing. I said, no, it's CNC stuff in the garage. It's woodworking. It's not 3D printing. So anyway.
Fancy purple color on this thing.
Ooh. Oh, that's nice.
That's the piezo or the PZ probe. Yeah, it's not going to match my Barbie pink, huh?
Sorry, someone said hello.
Oh,
you need to get that paint. You know.
Well, you won't even see it really when you think about it. You shouldn't see it, I don't think. But that's kind of fancy. It's really kind of cool what they've done here with this. So, but yeah, that'll go in the Barbie printer, I think, because right now, I don't know for anybody that watched, I think you did, Jerry, watch that Barbie build. It was that little plastic rudimentary touch probe where you had to tighten the screws and put the wires in, and it was just, and it's hit and miss. So this little probe should be a good addition to that. So that'll be exciting to try.
And I got these parts right here, but I haven't worked with them. That's Nadir over on Maker World. I printed out all the parts. So I can do is
okay.
no more hot end. Yeah. They're all done in ASA. I've got blue for the hot end cover. And I forget the name of the blue. Pop blue, I think it is. Polymaker.
Pop blue sounds right.
And then I got some black ASA here for all the other parts. I just have to clean up all the supports on them. And then I'll have to order a bunch of stuff off AliExpress for that. But anyway, gotta wait till I get my pension next Tuesday, so I'll be able to have a little money then. If I sell the car and figure out how much of it the wife's going to get and how much of it is for other things. Okay. And then it was cool. I was so happy. I told you guys earlier, I want to roll a filament. So it's kind of nice that I give away filament every week. Companies donate to the stream. So if I win something once in a while, it's not Polymaker. That's really cool. I won this over on Dave and Terry's channel, 3D and T, 3D printing. And it's called Blue Whale Gray.
Nice.
Did Terry choose that one for you?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It's a pretty color. I think I had picked Pet G on the film. I think I picked Pet G. They sent PLA, which is fine because then I thought about it after the fact. I'd rather have had PLA.
So, 4 or 5 weeks back, I didn't even know I had entered to win anything. And I won 3 refill spools of Prusament. And I didn't even know I had entered anything. At first, I thought it was a scam. But I said, okay, well, I gave him my business address because that's public. And about a week later, three rolls of refill Prusament show up at my door. So it was cool. And you're right. It's nice to win something when you give stuff away. So.
And I shouldn't list my email and chat here like I always do every week. To contact me, that's my main email. And I get so much garbage and spam and just crap in there. Like, oh, we automatically billed you, or thanks for renewing the $500. I don't even click on it. I just delete it. I know what I did. Or if it's bogus for somebody that I do deal with, I don't click on it and go in there and click on their links or something. I go straight to PayPal and I see if there's any notifications or if anything happens. So it's always BS. So everybody's always trying to scam everybody and get something for nothing.
I'm hoping I'll win the one lotto that's over $500,000.
If I was rich, you know what'd be fun to do? Other than have whatever I wanted, it'd be fun to come online and just buy people things. Or you go around with your camera crew, since if you're rich, you can afford a camera crew. And I go see Tim, I go see Zach, and I say, what do you need? Or, you know, and then if I feel that you need whatever it may be, I'm not going to give you cash. We'll just go buy that for you. And that'll be some video content. Just give people things. It'd be so fun to do that.
It would be.
I would love to go like different people's like live streams like yours and like just do the max donation or max subscriber donation. Like, hey.
Push print. Take care. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.
We're snowed in today. We've had a beautiful spring, and then today we got a spring snowstorm here. Crazy, but it'll be gone in a few days. So,
you know, that's funny. Sergio says he'd like to win the lottery. Sure, I would love to.
Who wouldn't?
Like 15 or 20 years ago, I was on some social platform, and there was some, I forget what the lottery was or how many millions of dollars it was, but it was a ridiculous amount of money. It was so much money that you could never spend it. You could never, I mean, you donate that much away, but it was a huge amount of money. So when I seen who I thought the person was on Facebook, I messaged them publicly in the comment. I made a comment. Hi, my name is such and such. I live in Las Vegas. Would you pay off my $200,000 house to help me out? I would greatly appreciate it. And a bunch of people were bashing me for asking. I'm like, dude, they just won how many millions of dollars? So what if I'm a random person they don't know? If this really is a person that won it, why not ask? Maybe they would. If I won that much money, would I randomly help out somebody I didn't know? Sure. I would read it, I would investigate it, and I may or may not help them, but there's nothing wrong with asking. If you won $300 or $400 billion or whatever it was, you know, so what's $200,000?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Just randomly helping out people. Would I donate any of it to charity? No. Because no matter how much you give any charity, tomorrow they're going to still want more money. I would help out people that need it. And if let's say if they have to have surgery or something done for their family members, they need this, they need that, I will buy that for them. But to give the money to a charity, I think is wrong, because how much does that CEO make for that charity? How much do all the upper echelon make? A lot of that money goes back in their pocket. I would rather help out the individuals that need it or pay their expenses versus giving it to a charity.
Yeah, a lot of the charities pay their CEOs, their employees, they have the executives, and maybe 40%, 30% of the money donated goes to actually help people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's crazy.
So, anyway. Jerry's a new Oprah. Yeah, you want to see somebody funny to watch? You'd watch Barnacle Nerdgasm when he used to be on. He still comes on occasionally through his health issues. He gets really hardcore in a lot of his subjects, but he's a really smart man. And like with the telemarketers, and he scams them, they try to scam him. He has so much knowledge in his head, it's crazy.
Whoever asked me if I made this just gave me an idea.
Take a look.
Yeah, they gave me an idea. I'm going to actually try and make something like this. I've got some really cool little strips.
Oh, it lights up. It takes battery. You see a thing on the bottom.
Yeah, this one lights up. It takes batteries. It's hard to see the
it
colors.
Looks like it's, oh, there you go. There. It's like a purple, yellow, red, blue, green. That's cool.
Yeah.
Was that off Amazon or AliExpress or something?
Yeah, it was at a dollar store type thing. If I turn these out, hang on.
Ooh.
Well, turn them out. If I turn the
Tim
lights out,
After
you can,
Dark.
yeah, you can kind of see it much better there. So, yeah. Oh, these stupid lights. Okay, come on, block this one. I got like a light show. I can't get them both to come on at once now, though, because the remote controls one light, but I've got two of the bulbs up, and it's controlling both of them.
No, I was just talking about the lottery. Sergio, you said you'd love to win it. And I said if I did, I'd love to help people out, going on down that line.
There we go.
And talking about people, TK is talking about people hitting them up at the door when they're leaving, they're shopping, wanting money. I remember years ago walking into a Kmart and I was smoking. And of course, you can't smoke in the store. So when I get near the entrance, I drop it on the ground, I step on my cigarette. And the guy asked me when I was approaching the store, he goes, "You got an extra cigarette?" I said, "No, I don't." And which I didn't want to give him one to begin with. He's like, "Well, you can't smoke in the store. Can I have the one in your mouth?" That's what he said to me. So I dropped it on the ground. I crushed it in the ground. So there's no way he's going to pick it up when I walk away from it. It really made me mad. Can I have the one in your mouth? If your habit is that bad, we shouldn't be smoking. And then working on a job site, I smoked, for many years till I went to vaping when I retired. But of course, I have a shirt pocket most of the time, and I would have a pack of cigarettes in my shirt pocket. And when I seen people smoking, I would walk up to them, and they didn't know me. I would bash them because they're smokers. And then they start to get upset, and they notice I got a pack in my pocket, and then they would back off. They know I'm messing with them. So, anyway.
I remember on a worksite accident when we had someone decide to light a cigarette next to a back of a forklift as propane ran. Let's just say there's a small leak in the forklift and it ignited and it became a torpedo.
Jeez.
Let's just say that was not exactly the best way to start your day. When you see a propane tank going through your building and hit your heaviest forklift. Like, that's something you don't see every day.
No, they become deadly torpedoes for sure.
I'm friends with Barnacles on Facebook. We never talk. Sometimes I PM him a comment here or there, and I've invited him on here many times, but he's never taken it up. So,
wait, what is that? Shiny.
That's what I might do with to make a sign. These are little strips. I don't even know where I got them on Temu or something. And you just throw 3 volts in them, and they just really light up.
Do they warm up?
No, not at all. Hang on, let me try. Let me see. Hang on.
Let me stick my mouth in it and see if it conducts.
Not getting warm.
That's neat.
Yeah, so I have 3 different colors. I have the orange, that one, and then I don't know what color this is. I think this is clear. You just got to get the polarity right on the batteries.
It looks green almost.
This one might be, it looks orange in person, but it might just be white. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I think that's just white.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right.
That's just be a shame if somebody threw out that ticket or it's laying in their floorboard.
Oh, can you imagine? Or after a year, you find it and you realize that it was a winning ticket.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Sebastian coming in. Sebastian, what's going on?
I have a new laser engraver.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
As you can see here, it's the new Creality Falcon A1.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at that.
I think that the only special thing about it is that it's Core XY structure in a laser engraver. Like, from most 3D printers, it has Core XY here for the motion system. But yeah, despite that, it's just a normal diode laser. But fully enclosed, and yeah, that's the camera here. I think maybe you can even... Yeah, I can probably switch the camera to the one inside.
Are you near a window where you can exhaust it outside, or do you have a filter?
Like that? It has a small filter I can show you. This is the inside camera. If I switch to this one again, it has this. I have to unplug it because it's under the desk here. Oh wait, I have to remove the
Oh,
That's loud.
oh, oh! That was.
I don't know where it came from.
Hey, that yeah. Just a little bit of noise.
It has this small smoke filter here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is not as effective as the big one from the Falcon 2 Pro.
Yeah.
But better than nothing.
Then you got to replace the filter pads in it every so often, depending on how much you use laser.
Yeah, these are quite small. These are maybe, I don't know, 10 centimeters or so, 15 centimeters. Yeah, and
right.
Already dirty. It can also be expanded, like you can take out the bottom drawer there and then install a rotary roller below it. But yeah, the way it is just enclosed and yeah.
Yeah, we can hear the noises. It's real low.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's not coming from me though. I muted myself. And...
Oh.
So, what type of projects thinking about doing with that bad boy?
Nothing.
A bad girl.
Nothing really new.
Girl.
I mean, yeah, you can just do the normal stuff like the diode laser can, like engraving these eluxidated aluminum cards or wood or typical stuff. And something else I have, which is new. I don't know if you have seen this kind of filament. This is quite nice. I think this is very light print. This is waste mode. It has lots of colors. Have you seen this twisted rainbow filament?
Okay.
Ooh.
Like this is really just like 8 grams or so.
Yeah, I remember that, Sergio. And he had like one more attempt, and I don't know if anybody ever unlocked it or not. He was going to lose all his money. That's nice.
You know,
Jerry,
I
I'm
wanted
gonna
to.
Gonna get some lunch and hang with the fam a bit.
All right, Tim, take care. We'll see you tomorrow
Bye.
afternoon.
See you tomorrow on stream. Take care. See you, Zach.
Bye.
See you, Sebastian.
Hey, you have a good one. Stay
You
crazy.
too. Bye for now.
But it changes so quickly the color. This is the base layer.
Ooh,
Like this is the
look
base
at
layer.
that.
And it changes in the base layer. Like this is just one layer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is fast.
This is
I have that filament from
Called-
Trevor Navarre 3D, and his changes really quick too. But yeah, that's really nice.
this twisted rainbow filament. In this case, bring it over here maybe. It's the one from Sovo. You can see it here. And the thing is that the colors are twisted around the filament, so that is what it makes changing so fast. Yeah.
Yeah, TK Rolly just came out with that new laser they announced that will do exactly what you're talking about. And I'm supposed to be getting one in a couple months. Of which, when I do, I'll be doing a lot of content on it.
Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tim with TH3D. Hey, Tim.
What's up?
Hey,
I was
how's it going?
I was lurking in the chat and I saw you post the link. I was like, I'll jump in. I'm just working on just doing admin work on our website here. So.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh God, yeah, it's about as fun as having teeth pulled.
Hey, you know someone that does that.
I actually have a friend that owns a dental practice here by us, so. Are you a dentist?
I'm a technician. I make implants, crowns, bridges.
Okay. Do you
surgical
guys
guides.
use like resin machines for doing like temporaries and stuff?
Yep. For temporaries, we outsource those in 3 different locations, but in our locations like Kokomo and stuff, we make it stuff in house.
Yeah, he's got the resin printers for the temporaries, and he also has a 5-axis mill to actually make the finals in house, which is pretty cool. So it's funny how similar the dental resin printers are to regular printers. It's just that huge markup because they got to go through all the regulatory crap.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hand sculpt stuff as well.
Do they use does the practice you're at, do they use like Open Dental or Yappy or any of that stuff for their like management?
We go through our own software that we designed and procured, so
Oh, that sounds like a lot of work.
it is, but we have 1,086 offices across the United States.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so that's a bigger one. Yeah,
So,
he's just one. He's a small business.
Oh yeah, no, we're corporate. I'm literally like such a little person. I've been in for, it'll be my 3rd year this year, and they hired me in because of my 3D print experience. I had no dental experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's as long as you know what I mean. They're very similar machines. Like I've had to help him out with some of his, but yeah, he does. The cool thing is he's got like the fancy scanners that do like the 360. I actually we were talking about like doing a scan of like my head and be able to print my skull because he can actually export the 3D models to stuff we can print, which would be kind of cool.
You actually can do that with MRIs too, reverse engineer them.
Yeah,
and
he's got like a one that you put in the mouth. It'll actually scan the whole mouth and everything too, which is really sweet.
TK, I don't see him, TK. I see my video I posted the other day, and then another person joined, and I don't see any pictures you're talking about.
Is it a Trio scanner? Does it click
Yeah,
when it goes
yeah,
off?
it's a Trios. Yeah, he's got a Trios. Because I also do all his IT stuff because I also run an IT company here. So I manage all that infrastructure.
Yeah, I love the cost of those little hand pieces. It's more than my car.
Yeah, I recognize Trios because there's I'm looking at it right here. Here's the Trios server. Yeah, because he runs a dental practice and he also just opened an implant center as well. So, yeah,
surgical guides are fun to make.
Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff. He usually does all that. I think he's got one other guy too. But I make sure his infrastructure stays running smoothly. We're currently doing rolling updates from Windows 10 to 11 because Windows 10 is end of life in October. So yeah, if any, and then it goes for end users too. So if you guys are running Windows 10, you're not going to get any more security updates after October. And if you're a business, especially that deals with anything that's HIPAA regulated, like dental offices, you cannot be running Windows 10. It's against
switched to 11 on both my computers.
Yeah, I actually
CrowdStrike. Sorry.
Yeah, we did not. That CrowdStrike shit. Yeah. Yeah, no, like I have a full RMM tool and everything. Like I have like all his endpoints up here. I'm actually going to start kicking off because they're after hours now. So I've been going in. I actually figured it out. So we can actually do in place Windows 10 to 11 upgrades, even on machines that don't have like they'll have a TPM2 chip, but like the processor is quote not supported by Microsoft. You could absolutely run Windows 11. Like I have one in my garage that's a 3rd gen i3. You're talking like 11, 12-year-old computer. And you literally just use it for entering my maintenance stuff and running my laser in the garage. And that's on Windows 11. There's some workarounds you can do with different registry changes and whatnot. So
yeah, there's a guy on YouTube I watched. I can't think of this channel's name, but he walks you through all of it. He's standing there at his desk. He does constant Windows update type videos.
Yeah. So I manage. So like I do patch management and software update management too with our RMM tools. So like we are testing everything internally on our own machines here because there's, Windows update will break stuff sometimes. And so we run them on our own machines. So there's about a week delay between it getting rolled out to my machines, to my clients' machines, just so we can make sure we don't have any issues. So if we have issues, we'll postpone that update and then wait for Microsoft to release something to supersede it or find out if there's a workaround. Because obviously we don't want people's machines getting taken down because of a bad update, which has happened in the past. So I mean that's like what happened. I think that's what happened with that CrowdStrike stuff was that they pushed something out and it was a Windows update clashing with their software and it was a whole fucking mess.
You can't run the computer if you can't turn it on.
Yeah. It can't get hacked if it doesn't boot.
Yeah. That's an excellent way of viewing it. It's complete protection. It's just
TK just shared a bunch of stuff in my Discord. Let me show you this here. Let's see. Here it is.
Yeah, we'll be doing. I'm actually going to be putting 22 more cores in his server. We're putting a second processor in there.
This is authentic, not plastic. It looks like.
That looks like.
I'd be surprised if that was plastic. I mean, here's the thing though. I have Polymakers, since we're a reseller. I have Polymakers like samples of their engineering filaments, and some of their engineering filaments actually feel and sound like metal. It's crazy.
TK, let me know what other site you posted to, because I only got the one Discord channel. If I've ever made a second one, I don't remember that. Looks nice.
And that just makes my wrist hurt because I know how much work that is. Yeah. So hey Tim, I know a little bit of.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, it's metal. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the stuff that was on that Discord that I posted. My wrist hurt just thinking about having to pinch those together.
I'm good.
I've done small sheets of it. Oof, man, my wrist. Yeah. I just feel pain.
Oh, got more stuff here.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. We have more business customers buying from us. So I'm trying to find a good plugin for our site that will allow us to have it generate like PDF invoices instead of just like the email confirmations.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta test all that. Yay!
Slate.
That looks slick. I thought, honestly, since the 3D printer market seems to be kind of like dying off, I was thinking about getting into the lasers because I do have a bunch and I do like the lasers.
Doing these on rock. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. I'm assuming that's with a fiber laser, right?
Probably.
Yeah, because the fibers typically do stuff like that.
TK's in chat. He'll let you know what type.
Yeah, I don't have a fiber. I have a CO2 and a diode. Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, grab a piece of a broken stone or rock and grave on it, make it look like it's something that's really old. Very nice.
I could rock out to that.
Oh, he done that on the F1 Ultra.
That's a laser? I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's from I can't think of the name of the company right now. It'll pop up in chat. It'll magically pop up in chat. The company name.
I was watching. I started watching a few minutes before that Falcon. Before the Falcon showed up, so they're putting Core XY motion systems in the printers now, or in the lasers.
Yeah, it's running here now. Can see it, maybe.
Yeah, I mean that's great because you can really get.
Of course,
those
it's
moving
still
now.
slower than a galvo laser, like on the fiber lasers, but makes the whole thing lighter. And
Is that a diode or a CO2? I'm assuming it's a
move a bit
diode.
faster. Yes.
Yeah, diode. The diodes have come a long way. It's funny because like
I cannot open I cannot open it now because it will then stop immediately because it's a class 1 device
Yeah.
that
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
has all this
the safety
tricky stuff.
bypass
So
stuff.
if you open the lid, it will instantly stop. Yeah.
That's a beautiful safety feature.
You can turn it off if you want. There's a switch, but yeah, it's just made this spiral thing here.
Look at that.
I'll grab some pictures I've done on my fiber laser in a video about a year ago. Let's go grab it.
Yeah. I mean, the fiber laser box is completely different. It has the galvo that is just a small mirror that has to move. It's of course also much faster than this, but yeah. Here you can see the Core XY structure again. And yeah, if you open it, it will stop. And on the side, it has some connections for the rotary roller. It's the air assist pump here, and the power for the air assist USB-C. It has a built-in USB-C hub, so the camera and the laser itself are connected via one cable only.
Oh, that is
Safety
beautiful, Jerry. That's amazing, Sebastian.
High gloss black business cards off Amazon Metal. This is down on a fiber laser. My 60-watt JPT MOPA fiber.
That
There's a lot of dual light, fiber and diode lasers, which then also can do wood and fiber, and all on the same machine. You know.
Man, that is stunning.
Any of you guys order the Soval Zero?
No. I haven't watched no content on it yet. I hear it's a fast little Core XY.
Yeah, I have one on the way. I got a little bit of a discount. I asked them, and we're gonna do. Obviously, we do videos on them anyway. So I was like, I'm gonna ask them. So I was gonna get it anyways because I have a feeling it's gonna be a popular one, and obviously we got to keep up with whatever the popular machines are.
I already have the SV8.
The quality on these are, I consider, perfect.
Yeah, I know Tor really likes his SVO8. I canceled mine after all the debacle. I think we're finally out of the woods on the on all the issues with the K2 Plus.
I tried to put a mainline clipper on the Sobel SVO8. It wouldn't install. I worked on it for a week. I had help, and now I need to go back and revisit it with someone else's video and try to get it on there so I can put the box kernel on it.
Oh yeah. Jerry, do you do like any craft shows or anything where you sell these stuff?
No.
Why not?
I know.
You should. Come
Yeah,
on. Especially the laser stuff. I feel like the 3D printing stuff is so overplayed because everybody just buys a bamboo and shits out dragons. But like the laser stuff, there's still a lot to be done there.
Yeah, it's. Do you still see my video? Because somehow you froze in mine.
Oh yeah, it's working.
What is even more mainstream are these machines? Do you notice these like Cricket ones? But it's a clone. It's a Liquid.
Oh, that's a Liquid. Is that what it's called? A Liquid?
Yes.
That is. That's funny. I have a Silhouette Cameo 4.
Liquid. That's what she said.
I gotta figure out what to do with it. We bought it because I wanted to get into doing stuff with that. I just gotta figure out what we're gonna do with it, you know.
This is also brand new. This is a beta version. The original one now it looks a bit different. Like it doesn't have this clamshell front here. It's a flat one, the actual one. But these are really mainstream. I mean, like compared to lasers and printers and so,
You know, I
because
got a lot
many,
more.
I think, especially among women who like to craft and so, these
Yeah,
are
they're
really
very
popular.
popular.
And
Yeah, the
probably, I
problem,
don't
the
know.
thing I don't like about the Cricut stuff is it's all cloud based. I intentionally bought a Silhouette Cameo because it is they do have some cloud stuff, but you can use the machine 100% locally. And like Cricut also, a couple of years ago they rolled it back because of the backlash, and rightfully so. But they want to start charging people to use their machines they already purchased.
This one also has USB, so you can use it locally, or you can use it via Bluetooth with that. But
So what do you have to like? Does that use stuff like attachments? Because you got the heads, right? Does that take stuff from other companies? Because like the big problem I've noticed, and this is just in general with any product, is you buy like these off-brand things and they're okay, but then you end up getting to a point where you can't find parts for them. You know what I mean?
the only real part that you would want to replace is probably the knife here.
The cutting, yeah.
Yeah, the cutting knife. You can also put pens and stuff in here, but it's generic, I guess.
Is it like a fairly
and
standard?
I think they just made the same diameter as the Cricut one, so you can probably just go
stuff
on
like that's good.
Yeah, you go on AliExpress and buy the Cricut one and put it in here. And it's the same.
Yeah.
More or less.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, because I can't remember exactly what the product was, but there was like some product I bought that I liked, and it was really, it was good. But then I started trying to find replacement parts, and it's like I couldn't even find replacement parts because the company just wasn't around anymore. It was some off-brand, So it's like, what do? You can't really do anything. You have a machine that's worthless because you can't find the parts for it.
Yeah, I also bought some of these sheets for this one, and because they weren't available, I just bought the one for the Cricut, and they also fit in there.
Nice. Jerry, what issues were you having with mainline Clipper on the SV08? Because you should just be able to flash the eMMC.
When I went to flash the board, it compiled on my screen. It went to flash it, and then it just hung. The cursor sitting there blinking, and it hung up and never did do anything. It should have instantly went through all the, everything and flashed it. It didn't do none of that.
Weird. Yeah, because it should, as far as I know, it should just be like a standard Clipper install, or we're using like somebody's image for that printer.
I'll have to go back through everything. I don't remember. I bought the hardware from you.
The little eMMC. Yeah, because we did a video on that.
The wires I hot glued in so they wouldn't fall out. I stuck them where they had to go, and I hot glued them so they'd stay in place. And
wires. Oh, you're talking about flashing because you gotta reflash the chips.
Yeah.
On the boards and stuff. Yeah.
On the board and on the hot end. Yeah.
And do those have actual STM32 processors on those boards, or is it the Giga device? Because the STM programmers we carry, those only work on, as far as I know, they only work on the actual STM genuine chips. The Giga device stuff needs it's literally they call it ST Link for the ST chips, but they have GD Link, which is basically the same thing, but they don't work with each other. So you have to use, if you're flashing a bootloader or a ROM or something to an ST chip, it has to be an ST Link or ST Link compatible programmer. And if you have a Giga device chip, it has to be a GD Link or a GD Link compatible programmer.
Yeah, they're designed for it. There's only 3 people on YouTube or 4 people that explain how to do it. The best video I found was a guy from Germany talking in German, but he's showing you everything on both of his screens close up, so it's easy to follow. Even though you got text to English on the screen, it's easy to follow what he's doing by watching it.
Yeah.
And the guy called Printosaurus, I think his name is, a 3D guy, he's the one I watched first, and is explaining it verbally after the fact. When you go to GitHub and he explains how to do this and that, he said it should take everybody like an hour and a half, 2 hours to do this. I worked on it all week, and then I had what's his name, one of the developers of Box Turtle, that was on my stream. Anyway, Anyway, he came in. He's a clipper expert basically, and he helped me go through a bunch of stuff offline in Talk Studio here like a week ago, and we couldn't get it to flash. So I don't know. I got to start over.
Interesting.
I'll watch a different guy's video, start over, and try to fix it.
Man,
If you want to,
these GD-Link processors or these GD-Link programs are actually pretty expensive. They're like $50 to $60.
if you want to reprogram a lot of microcontrollers, it's worth to get one of these J-Link debuggers and programmers.
Does that work
You
with
can
the
get
Gigadevice ones?
It should, yeah, I think so. You can get, this is also a clone one from AliExpress. They're not expensive if you buy a clone of these.
Yeah, I have actual ST-Link ones, but honestly, I use the little clone ones because they work just fine. But I have an actual ST-Link in case I have a case. I also have, I have like for like doing with my pinball machines and stuff. I have this guy
I
here.
don't forget his name is Thunder Keys. Thunder Keys dropped in and helped me out with it.
Do you ever see these, the XG EMUs or XGECU? Is it XGECU? Yeah, XGECU. This is for flashing like these type of chips, but I also have somewhere in here I also have a bunch of like, apparently I got a bunch of empty RAM boxes that I can throw out. But somewhere in here, maybe it's on the next row down, but I have a bunch of adapters that go to other chips. Yeah, I've got all sorts of stuff for doing different chips. Like this guy here, I use a lot for the pinball machines. This is like kind of a older IC tester. So this is for like your old Apples and Commodores, the pinball chips. It tests like over 300 different chips. It's like a custom chip tester that someone made from a company called Backbit. But this was like $300 something for this, but works great. So, because I have to do a lot of debugging and stuff on those machines, and eventually I will start actually fixing them if somebody wants to have me fix them. So I have all the tools and stuff to do it, which is nice. I'm trying to see, I thought I had somewhere in here, because that programmer came with a bunch of other adapters. The question is, where the hell did I put them?
Well,
because these are like all my pinball chips.
Looks nice.
These are all you've ever messed with the UV EEPROMs and stuff?
I have not. But
they're fun.
But
oh, they're in here. These are the adapters. And oh, sorry, Zach.
I was just saying, I got to head on out real quick.
All right, Zach.
You guys have a great one, and thank you, Jerry. I appreciate having this every Saturday.
Yes, sir. You have a great
Nice
week.
seeing
Have
you,
a great
Zach.
week. We'll see you next time.
Yep. Hey, Tim and Spencer, you also have a good one, and stay crazy.
Bye.
Later.
Take care.
Yeah. So like, this chip wrong drawer. Too many drawers. Yeah, so this programmer here, you can put a chip in there. It's got like the lever, you lift it up, put the chip in, it locks it in. These can go into that socket for different types of chips. So like even computer BIOSes, EEPROMs, that kind of stuff. I've actually used this to read and write EEPROMs for my cars on like the ECUs and stuff.
Yeah, I have the cheaper version, like the CH341A. It's like the Chinese cheap EEPROM and flash chip programmer. But this J-Link is great because you can use it for many ST devices. Like I used a lot of these blue pill boards.
I'm gonna look up because you said it. Yeah, the little blue pills. Those, fun fact, most of those blue pills have knockoff clone processors on them, even if they say ST. There was a whole
like
thing.
Half the flash memory compared to the original ones, but yeah.
I'm looking here. J-Link. Is that made by a company called Seger? SEGGER?
Yeah, this is the original one. The second one is the original one.
That's what I'm looking for.
Tim.
What's that?
I quit vaping 3 weeks ago.
Nice.
I got toothpick. A new vape is a toothpick. I wake up every morning. I reach over for the phone, see what time it is. I grab my toothpick, and then I'm good to go.
I switched over. I haven't vaped in over a year, but I've just used the little pouches. I actually haven't vaped it in over a year now, almost 2 years.
So you're chewing now, the pouch?
No, it's not true. You just put it. I have one in right now. You just put it in
Okay,
your lip, and
it's still nicotine. All right. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Honestly, like after dealing with the hassle of the doctors with like the ADHD meds and stuff, it works well enough to help with focus and stuff.
Okay.
Because it's been a whole. I've not had a good experience with the healthcare system trying to get treatment for it. So, but
Okay.
it's basically you just ADHD responds to stimulants, and nicotine's a stimulant, and it's not as good as like Adderall or stuff. But I also had a lot of bad side effects from Adderall. So, um, yeah. Sebastian, I'm actually looking up this. I probably will go buy one of these JD links because this actually does all the Giga device chips. So I was about to buy a GD thing. I'll just get one of these. I did not know that that was a thing. And do you have the classic or the base or the plus?
I think it's probably the basic, but this one that I showed you is not an original one. This is from AliExpress. It's a knockoff version.
Does it work okay?
Yeah, it just works as it should. I didn't have problems with it so far.
I'll check it out.
How much
Yeah,
the
because the
original one
original
is and how much the
yeah, it's 5. I
AliExpress
try
one
not
is.
to buy knockoffs. I honestly, if I have to choose between that, I'll probably because the GD link is only $50 for the actual OEM JD link, which isn't terrible. There's also this PW link that's showing up on AliExpress. I've never heard of this, but it says it's a GD link compatible. It looks very similar to the ST Link V2 clones that I have. Wonder how well these work.
This is the ST-V2 clone here.
Yeah, I sell those in my shop, and I also use I use those over my original one because they're so like they're smaller. Like the original ST Link is like this freaking big. It's huge, and it's got like a separate USB cable. It's very clunky. I found your J-Link
from.
Yeah, I have that same programmer upstairs.
Yeah, this is
that
the
little
CH,
USB. Yep. I have one of those.
1A.
I've got a bunch of Pi
Also with
3Ds, and I have to reprogram my box turtle using my Pi. And when I use IP scanner and I try to scan for this, it's not seeing it. And I'm just wondering, and I went in and I've edited the SSID and the password in Notepad++, the text file that's on this, and I don't understand why when I scan it wirelessly, it doesn't show up.
Do you wanna do a remote session really quick, and I can see if I can get you working?
Well, I went in and I wiped out the card on it. I reinstalled the Raspberry Pi software initially on it, and I just can't. I can hardwire. I haven't tried hardwiring it, but it should connect, and it's not.
Here, let's do this. I mean, if you want to, I can send you. I'm fancy now. I have my own special remote support tool. You just run the thing, give me the ID, and then it connects to my server here, and I can connect into your computer. If you pop the SD card in, we can go through and see if we can get it working.
No, I really don't want to do it right now, but
okay. I was just offering.
I've been streaming for over 3 hours, but yeah, but I'd like to get it figured out what's wrong with it. But
you know what, Sebastian? I'll take your for the $22 this J-Link V9 clone is. I'll try it. I'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, it's only $20. What software do you have to? Sebastian, you're muted by the way. But what software do you have to use with that? Oh, I can actually just get it on. Do I give
You
Bezos
can use
money
the
or
original
AliExpress
software
money?
from Sega.
Interesting. Yeah, this is 100. Let me see. It's got good reviews. Interesting.
Yeah, you save a lot of money.
You know what? I don't feel like waiting a month to get it from AliExpress. I'll pay the extra like $9. I'll get it from Amazon. It just says ARM. It's super generic, but it looks exactly the same.
Okay.
I'll try it.
as long as you want Amazon ain't shipping out of China or somewhere, and you still got to wait. Because I've ordered stuff before on Amazon.
Now this is I've been trying to not buy from Amazon, but like it's for stuff like this. If it doesn't work, at least I get an easy return on it. You know.
But AliExpress got a lot faster lately. I bought something in the anniversary sale they had last week, and it arrived after 5 days. So even a weekend in between.
Are you in the U.S.?
No, in Europe, but
that's probably why.
it works similar now, I guess, because they put everything in a big bag and then ship the big bag with everything to you.
Oh, they're what is it called? The choice shipping or whatever it's called.
Yeah. This one is much faster than the normal shipping. Like if you buy from something like a normal seller there that ships on its own, then that takes a while.
Yeah,
but the choice stuff,
I don't order.
it's really fast.
I don't order a lot from there. Like I got the battery. I replaced the battery in this headset because I really like this headset. It was choice shipping. It took like 2.5 weeks to get here, so it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like. But I couldn't find it anywhere either. That was the other problem. I literally could not find it anywhere else. I'm not in a hurry for it. Maybe I'll try the choice shipping. We'll see, because it's been a bit since I've bought something from here. We'll try it. We'll see.
A lot of bags with stuff then from the say, like I got many like microcontrollers like this Raspberry Pi Pico and stuff like that. Yeah, displays.
Yeah, let's see. Add. Oh yeah, because the choice shipping, I need to add more in. So I got the. That's not what I added to my cart.
How much is it?
What? So I was gonna get. There's a programmer, but I was also gonna get the, like the breakout board with a bunch of the separate, like the adapters, to go to the different plugs, because I might not need it, but it's an extra $4, so why not?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Better having it and not needing it than needing it
Correct.
and not having it.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. I got it. So it's $21.20 for the programmer and the V9. They also have a V10 and a V12 and a V11. What? What's the difference? It doesn't say what the difference is.
I mean, mine is quite old. I guess I also have the V9. I bought it like in 2016 or something like that. So, but it works with most ST chips and also some other ones like the.
Yeah, I'm looking here on the listing.
LPC chips and so on.
So it says the V8 versus V9. Obviously, I want the V9 apparently, but it's weird that there's like a V8. There's a V8 or the V8, V9, V10, and V12, but it doesn't tell you what the difference is. It does not tell you at all what the difference. I'll just get the V9 because that's what it looks like most people are buying. All right, I'll order that. I'm not in a hurry for it, but it's one of those things. If it'll work with the GD chips, that'd be good, because I do want to start messing with reflashing the control boards in the Creality K series. I want to try to make firmware that you can load onto there to get mainline Clipper on the K series. Because like it's okay rooted, but I would like there's a way to, because it's with the Ngenic processor on there, you can put into a special mode where your computer can then access the soldered on eMMC flash, so then I can wipe it out, put a standard Linux install in there, use the Clipper installation helper, but then I'll need to reflash the board in the bed and the toolhead board, and those are both Gigadevice chips.
Oh, I got something for the K1 Max. 1 second, I just get it.
All right, that's going. Just working on, like I said, more Windows 11 refreshes here. It's nice because I can just do this remotely after hours, and then they come back and their computers are all upgraded, all automatically.
Oh, nice.
It's like magic.
I see Tor moved on, huh?
Yeah. The way we're doing things, we just don't need as much remote support anymore, and he's moving on to something else too. So
I hope
him and I are still friends.
Great job or a great career or something.
Yeah, he's a great dude. I love him.
So I got this one here. This is a custom-made heating pad for the K1 Max.
Okay.
And they made it.
That one already has an AC bed, I think.
Yeah, this is the AC one, and it's actually for this. carbon
one of the
plates.
yeah those yeah. See, I have
graphite. Yeah.
I actually have I have these here. This is for my Max, and then this is for my regular. These are the ultra flat plates from Mandela Roseworks. These are made in the U.S. here.
Okay.
I just got to get the I got to get the heating pads for them.
And
So
I
they're
got the
actually
heating
flat.
pad and this one made by Fiset. I don't know if you know them. This more or
the
less
heating pads
Voron
from
or so.
The heating pads from Fisec.
Yeah.
Just double check it. I've not had good. That's one of the brands. Like I'll buy Big Tree Tech over Fisec. Their QC is not great. So hopefully you don't have any issues.
Okay.
But I don't know if
Because
Big Tree Tech makes any stuff. I had a board from them that like would randomly turn the hot end on, and like it was a whole freaking thing. They wouldn't do shit to fix it.
Okay, I will do some isolation testing. Not that.
Yeah, check the resistance and like, yeah, I don't know if they've gotten better. I mean, that's a heating pad, not a control board, so that's less like. I mean, there's less room for error with a heating pad. we would hope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the voltage is a bit higher, so I have to be careful.
Oh yeah, because you guys are on 220, 240, right?
Yeah,
for voltage.
230.
Yeah, 270. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, we're over here. We're like 120. We're right around 120 in the U.S. I actually just set up. I actually found a management. I found a management card for this older UPS I had, and they used to be like $200+ to get the management cards, but since it's older, they finally started coming down in price, and I actually got a new old stock one, and I was able, since it has SNMP. Since it has SNMP, I was actually able to actually use ChatGPT to to make these sensors. So this is Home Assistant. So there's a PDF that comes with the card that tells you all the OIDs, which is like all the different data points that the card can give you. So I had to convert the SNMP OIDs over to sensors. So I have all my statistics here for my UPS, the battery capacity, what percentage of the load we have, the temperature, the input voltage, output voltage, monitors if the status is okay. And like if I go here, like you can, once I'm here, I'm going to pull the card up. Look how old this interface is. It's such an old device, but it works. So like I can check all the status if there's any issues with the unit. I can even do here, like I can go to control if I want to do a battery test. I can tell it to do a battery test.
Yeah.
And if we see here in a sec, it'll refresh. Now it's on battery. So I actually have to test the battery once a week just to make sure that they're still good. But this runs my whole rack for about an hour. You can see here the runtime is right around 50 something minutes. So, and it varies based on the load. So right, like at any given point, if I go here, here's my monitor. You can see here the server rack. It's pulling right around 6 to 7 amps 24/7. You can see these dips here. This is when I was doing testing of the UPS. So I ran it down about 20%. And you can see when it came back on, it actually went up higher because it had to recharge the battery. Then it slowly dropped off as the pack recharged. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's nice how I can use Home Assistant and tie all these like dissimilar systems together and have them at a glance.
I think I'm going to raid out on Twitch and YouTube. I've been streaming for 3 hours, 23 minutes. We still have
you're good.
People watching. Take care, Sebastian. Thank you very much for
Bye.
you guys.
Thanks for having me, Jerry. It's fun hanging out with you guys.
Really appreciate it. Yeah, come
Thanks.
in next time. Try to come on earlier. You can be around longer.
Yeah, I was cleaning up the house, and I had to run out and get lunch, and it was
Everybody on Twitch, we're
stuff.
raiding out now. We're going to Vile Mods. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Be back next Saturday, same time, same bat channel.
Later, Jerry. Take it
Take
easy.
care,
Bye,
guys.
Sebastian. Thanks for telling me about that.